If someone's
He
going to
can
moderate,
blow up
moderate.
more play.
This is
No,
ridiculous.
because if you're gonna reiterate what I said, you at least
I
say it
heard what you
right.
said, but you
I
just don't want to hear
didn't.
what
I
I said.
gave you interior defense because that's one of the most important things as a defender, and he
Yep,
like clearly does that better.
that's where this
And
whole
then
conversation
he's
spawns
able
from.
to
Man.
roam better, and then the perimeter is very comparable. There's no gap on perimeter. If anything, LeBron is better. So I don't know what to tell you.
Okay,
Jordan's
bro.
better in the passing lanes.
Okay.
He's better
That's
in
cool.
blocks too.
Yeah, that's cool. I guess.
Yeah. Like
Better
I don't
outside
know how
What
I'm
does
supposed to
defense?
engage.
What does defense
I
consist
don't know
of?
how I'm supposed to engage. But every time I try to finish a sentence, he cuts me off.
Just concede, gang. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
I can't. I'm not conceding if I can't even finish points. So I don't know.
J-Bo, get it out. Just get it all out.
You say this every time, and he just does it again.
Nah.
Like literally every time. I'll bet you replayed the last 5 times I tried to finish the sentence. So it's
Bro, can you
like a
speak
waste
faster, bro, and stop speaking slow, bro? Cause that's what you're doing, bro. Speed, regular speed instead of speed. Speed regular, bro.
I mean, it's 10:30 in the morning, bro. Like, I don't know what you want me to do here.
Anything but concede at this point. But all right.
Why would I concede if
y'all
Can
boys
anybody
know what's
tell
up.
me what
Y'all boys
defense
know I won
consists
that one.
of?
It don't matter.
So what? Sorry, say that again.
Bro, Bounty just wants us to see who can average the most stocks. Nobody judges defense like that, bro. You niggas are too simple-minded. Y'all gotta start watching basketball. That's it. As simple as that. Stocks. Depoy. We don't give a fuck.
So shit you do to earn those don't matter.
Yo, Tim Duncan has no depoy. Fucking Marcus Smart has a depoy. I don't give a bro. Stop, bro. We gotta defense. You have to watch that shit, bro.
Yeah, that's a
you have
fact.
to see.
Wait, did you?
You have to see. You have to check
J-Bo
your
did say
impact.
film, though. J-Bo did say film. I ain't gonna lie.
LeBron
He
is
did say
an
film.
anchor on defense. That's the difference between
I
him
did, man.
and Jordan.
What makes LeBron an anchor on defense?
Y'all both
Because he
said film.
anchors
I ain't
top
gonna lie.
defenses as the best defensive player on his team.
But yet he's
That's it.
never led the league in no defensive category.
Because you don't know how to judge basketball.
Oh my
Nigga
gosh.
said, all right, Curry has led the league in steals more than LeBron. Is he a better defender? Yes or no? Bounty, please stick to your
What
logic.
is
Please.
defense?
Just say yes.
Just say yes or no.
Just say
What is
yes.
defense, bro? What
Just
is
say-
defense?
Bro,
Is defense
Curry
not
a better
block
defender,
steals,
bro?
turnovers?
Curry has led the league in steals more than LeBron. Can you please tell me that he's a better defender? Please.
Does he create turnovers more than
It's a yes or
LeBron?
no question.
Yes,
bro.
because
It's a
he
yes
just
or
wants
no
to.
question.
So then, please, come on, please. How can you determine who's causing more turnovers? You have to watch that, right? That's called blowing up plays, right?
That's called stats. Somebody's keeping stats of that.
What's
Yo,
the
I
stat?
ain't gonna lie about
I
it. Ask you a yes or no question, bro.
I don't believe anyone's keeping stats.
Wait, hold on, but he still hasn't answered the question. So is Curry a better defender? Yes or no, Bounty? It's a yes or no question, please. You don't want to answer now?
Yeah, they don't want to answer, bro. They love stats until it sounds ridiculous.
Exactly.
Yo, Bouncer, are you here? Yes
I'm
or
here.
no? Yes or no? Is Curry a better defender than LeBron?
I don't know. I don't watch Curry like that.
I don't know.
What the
That's
fuck?
how.
Oh my
That's how bad your logic is. You'd rather say I don't know than just be like, wait, maybe
Yo,
you're
nah,
right.
that is
Maybe
crazy. That
maybe
is
leading the
crazy.
league in steals isn't really good.
Yeah,
gonna
leading the league is
determine
still. If he led the
if
league
you're
in
an
steals,
elite
yes,
defender
he's
or
a
not.
better
If you
defender than
can anchor.
LeBron.
That's
What?
Y'all heard him chat. Fries.
Get to
Fries.
Rice. Yeah, nah, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I'm just trying to confirm, was my question about scoring answered? I think there was, right?
He
Nah,
he
you
did
lost
answer
your
the
question.
question.
Actually, I did. Guys, did y'all not hear me say
Yeah,
that
he said Jordan's the greatest
defender?
scorer of all time. He said
Yeah,
that.
he
So
said
he
greatest
did
scorer?
answer.
I just wanted to confirm whether that was the
Yeah,
case.
so he answered
Oh
your
yeah.
question.
I didn't say he
See,
didn't
the problem
answer it.
is
I
you
asked him
think
if he
that
did.
J-Bo's just asking. J-Bo's just
I
asking.
you
didn't
think
even-
that
I
I'm a delusional Braun fan. That's the difference. You're just a delusional Jordan fan.
I don't think you're a delusional Brown fan.
Well,
I
you
never
think
said
Jordan's a
that.
better defender than LeBron, so yeah, you're sort of delusional.
Okay, but like, here's the thing though. Like, if we went through a whole debate point by point to see who the GOAT is, I will always have a greater logical.
You use
argument.
win shares per 48, so I don't really.
Yeah, I do. In the conjunct, do you know what conjunct means?
Yeah, I don't really use shit like that. I rather
It doesn't
talk
matter.
real basketball. You have this criteria you've been using that's outdated. I don't care if you have him greater.
What's
Actually,
outdated about it?
I don't care if you have him greater. I just know LeBron's better. Like if I'm willing to have that.
So you
I'm willing to
say
have
Michael
that
Jordan's
debate
greater?
any day of the week.
Oh, so
if
you
you
just
think he's
conceded the
greater,
whole debate,
brother. If you think Bill Russell's greater, I don't give a
just conceded the entire debate. Congratulations.
If
He
you
didn't
think
concede.
Jordan's greater,
You
It
literally
was about who was better. It wasn't about who was
you
greater,
literally
though.
just conceded that Michael Jordan's greater, which is the whole conversation.
J-Bo,
Thank you.
J-Bo,
Thank you.
I know you want to talk on me
Amen.
to
Amen.
sound like you're winning
That-
some point.
That was a concession.
I got you.
Wait, J-Bo, I know
was
you.
a concession.
I
I know you.
appreciate it.
I know that was some gotcha
got you.
moment. Like I
It wasn't
said,
a gotcha moment.
if you think,
A
hold
gotcha
on,
moment.
J-Bo,
A gotcha moment
if
would be me
if
setting you up
you
for
think
something.
Stephen Curry,
I didn't set
hold
up
J-Bo,
any.
shut
I
up
didn't
for
set
1
up anything
second.
for you.
J-Bo,
You just said it yourself. You
It's
said
not
I don't
landing the
care.
way you think it is.
I
You
don't
think
care
everybody's like,
if you
whoa, he
believe
got
that
him.
Michael
No,
Jordan
it's
is
not happening.
greater.
Hold on.
And I know
Let me
Michael
tell
Jordan is
you.
greater, so I appreciate you for
No,
conceding that.
listen, J-Bo. If you think Stephen Curry, D Wade, KD's greater than LeBron, I don't give a fuck. But I would debate anybody on who's better.
Cool.
Because
You conceded
dumbass
that Michael Jordan's
criteria,
greater.
I don't care to go against your dumbass criteria. I care about who's better.
What's dumb about my criteria?
It's outdated and it sucks.
It's outdated. What's outdated about it?
You can't even use it to make a proper top 10. It's only used to do it between him and LeBron.
What's outdated was my question.
Yeah, you use win shares for 48, buddy, and you use
What about my criteria is outdated, bud?
numbers. Like you're just nasty. Wait. What's your favorite
What is
Jordan
out?
series?
You see how you're running again? What's
Yo, what's your
outdated
favorite
about my
Jordan series,
criteria?
bro? How many Jordan series have you watched,
What
brother?
is outdated about my criteria?
Show that weak ass criteria. And
What
then we'll go
is
through
outdated by my criteria?
Show that weak ass criteria. We'll go through it.
I could just tell you. It's just
Nah,
probably
let's just go through it. It's pretty ass.
it's pretty. Someone's so emotional.
Bro, pull it up and you can get it on the big screen.
That man said, he said he has eye test on there, but he lets you determine what you mean by eye test during the debate. It's one of the most cringiest, funniest things you'll see. It is pretty funny. I'll give it to you, bro.
Do you want to ask me why
you
I
have
have
a
eye
pretty
test on
funny
me?
tone to you, but you don't know
bro.
basketball, brother. Stick to doing whatever you do outside of this shit, because basketball debating is not your calling game. Anyways, move on from J-Bo. This nigga's a casual. What else y'all got on the table?
It's so funny, bro, because you get cooked every time you come on my live.
You didn't get
Sure.
You literally
Man
get
has been-
cooked.
Sure. Wait, how about you show these cook sessions that you're talking about?
You think I go around clipping people?
All right, so since you know you cooked me, what was the topic, bro?
The only
Pretty
topic that we
sure
will be
all I
talking
did was
about?
just make fun of your criteria, and then you muted me and said, "Do you need 5 minutes to cry about LeBron?" And then you kicked me
That was
off.
the last. That was the last. That was the.
J-Bo
that was the
acts like J-Bo
that
acts
was the
like
last
he
time you
actually
were on.
defend. Bro, he doesn't actually debate people. He just does this whole little.
I don't actually debate people. Do you know
So
what the debate is?
name one debate
Wait,
we
no.
actually
Do
had.
you know what the debate is?
Here you
So
go
a
with
debate-
this.
so
Bro,
the-
you
so the-
screw
so
some
let- so let-
super
so let-
genius.
so-
This
so let-
shit is
so-
cringy,
So,
bro.
so it seems like I have to explain this to you.
Nobody needs you to explain what a debate is.
It's where one person provides a logical argument. And
This
you will
nigga's a
provide
main
consensus.
character, bro.
Says the man that's been cutting me off the whole time. It would seem like you might be the main character, not me.
Speed up your voice, man. You talking too slow, bro. You try to elaborate on like the most grass is green shit. Do you guys know what a
My
debate
nigga,
is?
you say
a debate is
when you say you don't debate people.
So you just
When
didn't
I
cut him
actually
off,
when I actually do debate people, it makes me wonder. Does this nigga know what a debate is?
J-Bo, you lost the debate, bro. Move on, bro. Take your L. Move on.
I can't lose the debate when I haven't finished the claim.
So you won the defender debate? You won that?
I wouldn't say I won. I didn't lose. The conversation wasn't had. You just cut me off the whole time.
It wasn't hard. That nigga ended up saying,
I made a point.
expectation for your
Bro,
position.
can y'all have a conversation again without cutting each other off, bro?
No,
It's not possible.
conversation again.
I
He
just want to know.
lost.
I just want
He
to
lost.
know.
Yeah, he lost.
Again,
I know
he's
he
running.
lost,
He's
but-
running away from it. I want to know.
Anyways, we
I
got
wanna
the
know-
clip.
I want to know
Yo,
how my
Kyle,
criteria
Kyle
is
got it.
outdated.
I know Kyle got it. I'm gonna clip it up and I'm gonna tag you in it, brother.
How? Okay, do whatever you feel you need to do.
next topic.
I just want to know
Next topic.
how is
Move
my
on,
criteria
J-Lo.
outdated?
Shut up.
That he lost
Next
him. What was
topic.
the topic that he lost him?
He's claiming
Who's
that
a
I
better
lost.
defender?
He's claiming that I
LeBron or
lost. That
Jordan?
who's a
Yo,
better defender?
so
One
now should
person
do
explain.
on the
One person
next
explain.
topic, right? Let's do who has a better impact on winning overall. Go ahead.
Michael Jordan.
All right, go ahead. J-Bo, go ahead.
I mean, I've said this before. Yeah, he's better statistically while having more rings while being the predominant reason for it.
More impact on
Just
winning,
take the
bro.
casual, bro. Later.
Disrespectfully, bro. Respectfully, bro.
Hold on.
That
Yo,
is
and
how you
wait,
do
and
that.
also, J-Bo, just to clarify, impact on winning is not just you winning rings, bro. That's not what that is, bro.
So, Jamel, what do you think it is? And we can see if we can apply what you're saying to
Bro,
Mike.
it's between. Oh, he left, bro.
On Jamal and Vince.
Oh man.
Jamal
All right, so
and Vince.
look, right. So like,
I didn't
what I
just
know.
mean
want to know
by
what he
that,
thinks.
right?
See if we can apply it to Mike.
What I mean by
ISO or
that,
no?
right? Wait, hold on. You asked me a question. What I mean by that, right? It's like earlier we were talking about how LeBron, like he can carry more of a load further than Michael Jordan can. Would you agree with that?
No, I won't.
Oh, you
1998
wouldn't?
exists.
You wouldn't?
1998
Okay,
exists.
so how come, right? And I know this is like a tired ass point, right? But how come without Scottie Pippen, right? Michael Jordan has never been out the first round, and he has years he hasn't even made the playoffs
That's
without
earlier in his
Scottie
career, bro.
Pippen.
You got 1998 exists, boss. We can focus on that.
Scottie Pippen didn't play in the
Pippen missed
playoffs.
half of the season. That team was able to win.
In the
That team was able to win
in the
60 games, bro.
playoffs, in the playoffs.
But you said carry, though.
I
You
said
want to be more
playoffs, right?
specific?
I said playoffs, right?
You didn't say that at first.
Yes,
but
I
okay.
did say playoffs. What are you talking
Go
about?
ahead. Okay, so
Definitely
playoffs.
playoffs, bro.
So,
Definitely playoffs.
so only carrying specifically only in the playoffs. We can exclude just regular season because you talk about regular season. 1998
Playoffs is more
to what Michael
impactful.
Jordan.
That shows
Michael
more
Jordan
impact.
also showed he can able to carry in a regular season without Scottie Pippen. Did he not in 1998?
I just hold on.
Yeah, a little
'cause
bit, but I was
you
really
said you
referring
said
more
you
A little
said
bit. Okay, then
to
LeBron
the
did a little bit.
playoffs.
wait, hold on. This guy
We're
was
not
it
going to
Joe?
nitpick. We're going to
Joe,
talk about everything.
Joe, you said that what I said isn't the way you determine impact on winning. So I'm just
You
gonna have
brought
to
up
do the same
stats,
thing I
bro.
always do.
You brought up stats and rings.
Can you tell me what's more impactful than being the main reason for your team winning a ring?
What's more powerful than you being the main reason your team winning the ring?
Yeah.
It's not just
Question.
that, bro. It's
Corner
not just
question.
that. Is what I'm trying
Okay,
to tell
so
you.
Corner question.
I already
Like for
dealt with it.
example, right? For
I already
example, right?
hold on,
Go
Jamal,
ahead.
hold on, because I
Corner
literally
question, bro. That's a corner question.
I literally just dealt with a nigga that did not answer the question directly.
Yeah,
I didn't ask you. All I want to know is what's more impactful than that.
Bro.
That's a what question?
Bro.
What's a cornered question?
You old enough to know what a corner question is, bro. I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you what it is when you know what
Okay,
it
so
is.
then don't say shit you don't know. Joe, what's the answer?
I mean, the way you look at it, bro, you always gonna say Michael Jordan, right? That's so I'm not gonna be able to convince you any
Fuck
other
how
way.
I look at it, bro. Can you just answer the question? Like, fuck how I look at it.
All right,
What's more
so
impactful than that?
for example, right? In 2018, right? The Cavaliers went through a whole entire roster change, right? In the middle of the season. Oh, look, now you acting like a girl, bro. Come on,
I'm
man.
acting like a girl.
With the breathing shit. Come on, bro. But
Yeah,
anyway, right?
nigga, I'm sick. You haven't heard me coughing?
They went through a whole entire roster change, right? The only all-star he had with him was Kevin Love, and he was laying bricks, right? LeBron went through multiple teams with all NBA players and all-star players and carried them throughout the playoffs and in the Eastern Conference Finals, went against the #1 defense and still carried his team to the win to get to the finals, and they was down 3-2.
Cool.
Has Jordan ever did anything like that?
Hold on, y'all. Do you feel like you just answered the question I asked you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, you didn't, because I've yet to come out of what you just said understanding what's more impactful than being the main reason for rings. It just sounds like you told me a story about LeBron. So can you please tell me what the answer is?
Because you're only gonna go to ring count, bro. That's what you're gonna do.
I don't know why you're appealing to me for your answer. Just give me the answer as so far as what is more impactful.
I just tried to tell you, you're not listening.
So what's the answer? No, I can't be
just told
LeBron.
you, you
That doesn't
wasn't
make sense.
listening.
No, you just gave me a history lesson on LeBron. I just want to know what's more impactful.
That's my answer.
LeBron? That's your answer? LeBron?
So you didn't hear anything I said?
Not really. I wasn't listening because you weren't answering.
Okay, so what the fuck? Why the fuck am I gonna tell you again? You're not
because you weren't answering the question.
Why I can't be a direct answer?
It wasn't a direct answer.
So like here's an example.
That's not a yes or no question.
So watch this. Let me give you an example.
Hey, hold on right quick. Hey, Manny.
Yeah.
Man, I had stepped away, bro. You can let niggas up, bro. I was just saying for that one time.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want you to let nobody up because I was trying to get that nigga Willie up here. Y'all go ahead though.
Yeah. So when I said what is more impactful than being the main reason your team won rings? And you gave me a history lesson on LeBron.
Bro, I answered the question.
Oh,
You didn't like
bro.
how I answered it. That's what it was.
No, you didn't. Okay, so what trait makes you more impactful? That
Is
makes
who
is more impactful.
He said is who more impactful. He didn't say what. He said who. What was the
What?
question? It was who more impactful.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It was who.
Okay, replay it
You
live.
said what makes
Funny
you
I
more.
didn't
You
say
said
that.
what makes you more.
No,
I said
Jomel asked who
the
is more
exact question
impactful.
the exact question I asked
Jomel
was
asked
what.
who is more impactful at winning. You turn to a what is more impactful at
Yeah,
winning.
okay, so
It's
you're
the
not
question.
tracking. So let me get you back on track.
He literally
He
just
said,
said.
"Oh my gosh, bro, you gonna cut me off too?" Okay, so what he said is who is more impactful? I said Michael Jordan, and I said how. He said how, and then I explained, and he said that's not how you determine impact on winning. And then I said, okay, if you believe that, what is more impactful than being the main reason for as many rings as possible?
I don't think
And
I ever
that's
asked you how,
that's
to
where
be
we're at in the
honest. I don't
conversation.
think I ever asked you how. You just
Huh?
said it. I never asked you how. You just said it.
We gotta start recording these live, man. It's getting bad.
So are you? Is
Bad,
you
bro.
gonna answer
Well,
the
he's not
question?
going. I'll dumb it down for him, J-Bo. He's not even going to do that. My man, go back to what you were saying as far as why you think it is, and maybe I can see if
I
I can.
already said it. He wasn't listening, bro.
You said he
Yo.
was carrying. I mean, Mike
So-
carried too.
Yeah.
Bro.
Mike Carey.
Not like LeBron.
Not in the
Not like
playoffs.
LeBron.
He carried harder.
Wait, so
Definitely not.
wait. So am I supposed to
harder.
am I supposed to get from what you said that carrying your team is more impactful than being the main reason for rings?
Yeah, to be honest, because I
Carry your team
wait,
winning.
hold on. I literally prefaced my whole shit by saying it's not just about rings. It's not just about winning championships.
Okay, so you said one thing. What else?
So
You wasn't
carrying your
listening,
team,
bro.
Mike
Y'all
carried-
niggas not
you said-
listening.
I mean,
They're
you
gonna make
said one
repeat
thing.
the
Hold
same
on.
shit, bro.
Forget J-Bo. You said one thing to me. You said carrying your team, and when you said when J-Bo said one thing, you said
What
it's
else did I
obviously
say,
not valid.
Fish?
Hold on.
What else did I say?
I mean, only heard carrying teams,
You
and
see?
then I said Mike.
So
did
then
it
y'all
well.
wasn't listening, bro. I said like a whole fucking paragraph. Y'all wasn't listening.
yeah, you
Bruh,
gave us a
was
history lesson on
describing how he
LeBron.
carried teams, bro. Which is the whole preface is carrying teams. Okay, if J-Bo's one thing is not valid, then can't we say your one thing not valid, and you should mention more?
No.
Exactly.
Okay, so J-Bo valid then.
Like, what the
One thing is
fuck?
valid.
This is what we be talking about, bro. You said I want to know how carrying teams would be more impactful than being the main reason for rings, especially if you're not carrying the teams to actual success. That's an interesting point to me.
What's success to you? What's success to you? Just winning the ring is success. That's it.
Yeah. Winning at the end of the season would be success for sure. Yeah.
So who has had the most success in NBA history?
Who's had the most success in NBA history?
Yeah.
Michael Jordan.
You just said it was rings.
Well,
Yeah, so that-
You don't have the most rings.
so this is
You
where
trolling.
listening. No, I'm
You don't
not.
have the most rings, bro.
This is where listening comes in.
Right.
I said
Nah, he gonna change the whole shit now. Watch,
no. If I change it, I'll pay you $100.
bro. I'm not with this stupid betting shit, man. But go
Oh,
ahead.
okay,
bro.
I thought so. Because what I've always said is being the predominant reason for your rings. Bill Russell wasn't the predominant reason for more rings than Michael Jordan.
So who got the most success? Bill Russell got the most success, right?
What, nigga? Oh my god.
You say rings was most success?
That's what I'm saying, bro. He changing it.
Oh my gosh, I didn't change it. That was the whole preface of the conversation because the thing that he's
Bro,
arguing,
who was
and the thing
most
that he's arguing, the thing that he's arguing, the thing that he's
Who was
arguing
most
is what
versatile?
the thing that he's arguing is when I said being the predominant reason for as many rings as possible.
Bro,
while
you
being
said
statistically
you
ring.
said success.
So I didn't change
is what-
anything.
you
You're just not
said-
tracking.
Bro, okay.
I'll bet you $1,000 I didn't change it. I'll bet you
Nigga
$1,000
talking
right
about,
now.
I bet you got $1,000
I'll bet
in
you
your pocket.
$1,000.
Bro, I got a question. Who's most versatile, LeBron or Jordan?
LeBron all day, bro.
LeBron easily. LeBron clears Jordan. He's the better
LeBron.
player.
So being more versatile make you better.
Yes.
Yeah, what the hell?
All right, so I guess Russell Westbrook probably better than Curry.
It's so crazy, right? It's so crazy how when we talking about scoring, y'all will go to versatility
J-Bo.
makes you better. But now all of a sudden, versatility don't
I
matter.
want
at all.
I don't know who
J-Bo.
y'all
Make no
is. I ain't
sense,
had a
bro.
conversation with me. I don't even do the go
Most
debate. I'm just saying.
versatile,
Shut up, bro.
LeBron or Jordan?
That question was already answered.
No, I'm asking you. I didn't hear you answer.
Who's more
Yeah, you didn't
versatile?
answer.
LeBron's more versatile.
Why?
Were you trying to like follow that up or something? Like,
No,
why?
I want you to.
I don't lie on LeBron. LeBron's my number 2.
Okay, why?
We trying to see who used the same logic for LeBron and Jordan.
He asked you why, bro.
Why is he more versatile?
Yeah.
You answer the question.
Because I feel like he does more on the floor than Michael Jordan.
All right, can you name it?
He's a better rebounder than Michael Jordan, and if you take the conjunct of his offense, his defense, and his rebounding ability, I think he just has a higher conjunct than Michael Jordan.
So how is he not better?
Because just because he can do those things better or do those things doesn't mean he actually did them greater.
You
right?
literally
And
just said
yeah,
if you combine everything, LeBron was better. You literally just
yeah,
said
they,
that.
I'm
He
talking
just said
about.
Westbrook as well, though, so that would make
Yeah,
Westbrook better
Bro,
than.
I would say
He
Russell
asked
Westbrook.
Michael Jordan or
I would say
LeBron.
Russell Westbrook does that greater than Steph Curry.
Yeah,
No,
but
no. The
Viz,
question was
the
LeBron
problem
or
with
Jordan.
that,
Yeah,
the
so
It
problem
wasn't
with that
everybody
is that
else.
Westbrook is
So-
a zero-time champion and he like rings,
my
right?
gosh. It's
So
like
if
it's
it's
like
combining
niggas,
everything,
it's like niggas don't listen
cooking
and then try to
himself
cut
right
you
now.
off.
He cooking himself on
cooking
God.
yourself right
I
now,
don't
bro.
think he
It's-
is, dog. I don't think
I
he is.
can't possibly be cooking myself if you
You
don't
is.
listen to what I said.
We listening.
We listening, bro.
So someone being more versatile does not equate to them being greater.
You
Because
literally just said he
you're-
was better, bro.
Nah, I can't
Jamel,
lie.
hold on,
J-Bo.
Jamel, hold on.
Oh
Jamel,
my
who?
God.
So
Jamel,
versatility
let me
in
ask you a question. Hold
basketball.
on, I got you. Jamel, who's more versatile between Steph and Westbrook?
Oh my gosh.
So if you're talking about versatility, right?
just
I
answer the
will.
question straight up, just like
I'm
you
about to
answered.
answer it, my nigga. Relax. So Westbrook, right? But the thing is, in J-Bo's
Ain't no but, ain't
criteria,
no but,
in J-Bo's
ain't no but.
criteria,
Bro,
in
let
J-Bo's
the nigga
criteria,
finish.
he also listen, bro. In J-Bo's criteria, he also has rings, right? Right?
You're not talking.
He's not answering it.
I'm not talking about. I'm asking you
Nigga, I
straight
literally
up.
just answered the question. I just said Westbrook. What are you talking about? But if you
So
talking about the
so
rings as well,
Westbrook better?
he missing that.
Is Westbrook better?
If we talking about versatility, yes, 100%.
I mean,
Wait,
don't
no,
be a better
actually,
player.
no,
Be a better player.
100%.
don't even waste time asking Joe. Ask the nigga that asked me, Jay. Is Westbrook more versatile than Steph Curry?
And also another difference is Westbrook don't have an impact on winning
Jay,
like
is
Curry.
Westbrook more versatile than Steph
Nigga,
Curry?
he asked
what?
me a question, J-Bo. Stop being like a fucking girl like you always
Hold on,
do.
J-Bo, I got him.
Niggas think he
Y'all
the
niggas
niggas
ask
think he the
so
main
fast, bro. Shut
character.
the fuck
What you
up.
say,
bro.
You
Jamel?
wasn't
Niggas
like
think
a
he the
fucking
main
girl,
character.
nigga.
Hold on. What you say, Jamel?
You're not the
Say
main
that again.
character,
You're doing that crying
You're not the
shit.
main
I
character,
said,
J-Bo.
I said the difference between Westbrook and Curry, right? Westbrook definitely is more versatile, but Westbrook don't have impact on winning like Curry do.
Same thing with Michael LeBron.
Exactly. There you
No,
go.
that LeBron's a
No,
four-time
ain't
champion,
no,
bro.
and Mike is a six-time
Westbrook
champion.
don't have no rings, bro.
Okay,
So how-
then Mike
If
got
he
more
had
than
rings,
Mike
it
got
would be
more than
different.
LeBron. So
Wait,
If
so-
you
Westbrook,
clearly
wait.
agreeing with
hold
J-Bo.
on. If Westbrook
Ain't
had
no-
rings, it would be different. He don't
Wait,
have
so
rings.
if he,
Hold on,
wait, so if he
J-Bo,
had how many rings? How many rings would he need for it to be
I got
different?
you, J-Bo. Relax.
Yeah.
Hold on.
If-
He asked you earlier.
If Westbrook
more
had like
versatile?
two,
You
I'd
asked-
probably
hold-
give it to him, to be
hold on,
honest.
Jamal,
To be
hold
honest
on.
with you. You don't have any.
You asked J-Bo who's more versatile between LeBron. He said LeBron. We
Yeah.
already agreed. You think that make LeBron better than Mike, right?
He also
the
has
player.
impact on winning as well.
I hope.
That's the
Okay.
difference.
Okay.
That's the difference.
Okay. All right. So LeBron is more versatile. You think he has more impact than winning than Mike? You think
Yes.
Westbrook is more versatile, but Steph has more impact than winning, right?
Exactly.
But don't Mike got more impact than winning than LeBron based on
No,
what they
he does not. No.
Then who won more championships?
See,
It's not just about winning championships, bro. That's what I'm trying to
So
tell
what
you.
do you mean impact on winning? Who got a 70?
Wait.
Who
Wait,
won
hold
70
on,
games?
hold on.
Who
Wait,
have
no,
that-
wait, hold on,
Hold
hold on,
on,
hold on, hold on.
Who have the-
Wait,
hold on,
wait,
no, no,
wait,
no,
wait, wait.
Jamel, who have that team have a dynasty? Michael LeBron.
Scotty.
Wait,
Yo,
you don't.
the
Wait,
dynasty
Armani,
shit,
wait,
you got
wait,
that.
hold on,
You
hold on.
got the
Armani,
answer to the
Armani.
question. I
Hold on,
can't argue
no,
that.
bro. Answer the
I
question,
can't.
baby.
I just said I can't argue that, bro.
Armani,
You got that
Okay,
shit.
who have they team?
Armani,
Who have
he
they
just
team
cooked
with?
himself.
Who have they team with
How
70
I cook
games?
myself? What the fuck?
Hold
Who
on,
have they team with
we
7?
gotta acknowledge how he
Hold on,
just cooked himself.
J-Bo, I know I got him. Who have they team with
How I
70
cook
games?
myself?
Michael
Hold
LeBron.
on. Let Viz finish. Let Viz finish his
Who have they
question.
team with? Who have they team with 70 games? Michael LeBron.
LeBron. I mean, my fault. Mike. My
So
fault.
Mike had his team win a dynasty, which is superior, and he had his team win 70 games. LeBron has never did neither one of those. How he's gonna have more, and he got more championship rings. How he's gonna have more impact than winning when it's the things that show.
I'm about to tell
the
you.
things that show. But you gonna tell me some bullshit? The things that show you
Okay.
have more impact than winning. LeBron has never succeeded in doing himself. Unlike
Okay,
Steph,
so-
hold on.
Okay, go
Unlike
ahead,
Steph,
go ahead.
who helped his team create a dynasty, which Steph did, right?
Yep.
Right? Had more rings than Westbrook, right?
Yep.
The reasons why you think he had more success and more impact than winning than Westbrook, right?
Wait, what? Wait, go. Can you repeat that, bro? Because now you're kind of like confused.
No,
me with
I'm
the
not confused.
shotgun questions, bro.
Steph helped his team become a dynasty more than Westbrook, right?
Yeah.
Westbrook never had a dynasty, correct?
Yep.
More championship rings than Westbrook, right?
Yep.
more impact than winning than Westbrook, right? Based on those facts.
That's
right?
what I told you this. I just
So
Bro.
how you want to say a guy that had less than Mike got more impact than winning when
Bro.
he didn't even achieve the
He-
things he
Wait,
did?
hold on.
wait, hold
No,
on.
I
Viz,
need
did
to
you
say
not hear
this.
me earlier say that if Westbrook
You're
probably
wrong,
had,
dog.
wait,
You're
hold
wrong,
on,
though.
bro. You're not gonna let me finish? I gotta let you finish, bro.
I'm just saying you're wrong, though.
I literally said if Westbrook probably had 2 rings or he leading his team to a championship, even though Curry got 4, I would give it to Westbrook.
Dog, Steph could have had 1 ring to his 0 and still more impact than winning.
Viz,
He
I
got a-
need
Yeah,
to.
because
Viz, I
Westbrook
need. I
doesn't have
need to say
any.
this. I
No,
need
you
to
got
say
it. You
this.
got it.
He would
I
still not have any.
I need
He
to say
contradicting
this.
himself.
How am I
contra-
contradicting myself?
Because
Viz?
because the way you're
I asked
contradicting
Viz the
yourself,
question. How am I
the way
contradicting
that you're
myself, Viz? I asked
contradicting
Viz the
yourself
question.
is because you're appealing to this.
I
You're
asked
appealing
Viz
to
the
J-Bo,
question,
stop. J-Bo,
bro.
stop being a
I asked
hypocrite.
Viz the
You're-
question,
J-Bo,
not
stop being a
J-Bo.
hypocrite, bro. Stop
Not
How am I being
J-Bo.
a
I asked
hypocrite?
Viz
What are
the
you
Stop being
question.
a
How am I
hypocrite.
contradicting myself,
Bro,
Viz?
you've
Stop
been
being
on
a
my dick
hypocrite.
this
How
whole
am I?
time, bro.
Stop
What are
being a
you talking
hypocrite,
about?
bro.
Like, you gotta
I
relax.
was waiting until they done. and stuff.
Yo, Viz, how am I
Yo,
contradicting
Viz,
myself,
can I
Viz?
answer this question?
We're not
How am I
talking about
contradicting myself, Viz?
Yo, Viz, can I answer this question?
No,
Go ahead,
no,
when
I'm
I
not
go ahead,
talking to
J-Bo,
you,
you got it.
J-Bo. I'm
Okay,
talking
When
to
J-Bo
Viz.
asks the question, he can answer the question one at a time.
He passed it to me.
J-Bo, I'm
So
not
no.
talking to you,
He
J-Bo.
just
I'm
passed
not
the mic
talking
to
you
me,
right
bro.
now. No,
He
nobody
How
just
y'all gonna
passed the
double
mic
team?
to
How
me.
y'all gonna double team him, bro?
I asked him,
I'm not
bro.
double teaming. I'm letting J-Bo
Yes, y'all
answer.
is.
That's
Y'all
exactly
tag
what y'all
teaming.
doing.
I'm not
That's exactly what y'all
I'm not
doing.
double teaming.
He just passed the
y'all
mic
I'm just
to
not
me,
trying to yell
bro.
over
Bro,
nobody.
I'm not talking to
He
you, bro. I'm talking
just
to Viz
passed the
right
mic
now,
to
bro.
me, bro.
Stop
My
tag teaming
nigga,
him.
this not WWE, my
He
nigga.
just
Go
You
ahead,
literally
Viz.
tagged him.
you
Go
Wait,
just
wait,
passed
wait.
the mic to me. Y'all know
Okay,
when
No,
that
so
nigga.
he
my
tagged
nigga.
you in,
Viz said
right?
I'm contradicting myself,
So
so
he
let him
tagged you
answer.
in,
Yes,
right?
I said that. I
Come
said
on,
that.
y'all.
You
No,
need to
Stop
just
tag
talking to
teaming,
Viz,
bro.
Come on,
talking to
y'all.
Viz,
Come on,
bro.
y'all.
Stop tag
Viz.
teaming.
No
Go
one's
Stop
ahead,
tag
tag
Viz.
teaming,
teaming.
bro.
Yes, you is.
Viz,
You
No
just
go
say
one's
he
ahead.
tag
passed the mic
teaming.
to me. That's tag teaming,
I
nigga.
was first of
Bro,
all.
this not
I was the one.
WWE.
I was the
It's
one
not no
talking
tag
first.
team match, my nigga. Go
Oh
ahead,
my
Viz.
gosh,
I
bro!
don't
This
even know
nigga
the
keeps
argument
crying,
though.
bro.
It's just like,
Viz,
He
go
doesn't want
ahead.
me to explain how he
Yo, mute
Joe
this
Mills,
contradicted
you
nigga,
himself.
can
bro.
answer
Mute this
reply to
nigga,
both of
man.
us so y'all can one of y'all
No,
let
mute
somebody
this
get the turn
nigga,
to
bro.
talk.
Go ahead, Viz.
So again, the way that
No,
you're.
bro.
Oh
Mute
I
my
this
don't got
nigga,
god.
nothing to
bro.
say. I already you had a
Mute this
problem with what I
nigga, bro.
said.
Go ahead, Viz.
hey,
He,
You had a
How
problem
am
let
I
with what I
Casual
said.
contradicting
get in
myself,
though.
Viz?
Casual,
Hold on.
what you got, Casual?
Oh no. I'm in on the conversation because right now, bro, it's just a whole bunch of like talking over each other. I'm trying to hear like
Yeah.
the points
It's because
clearly.
of J-Bo, bro. Viz, go
I
ahead.
was literally no, it's not.
Nigga, he's the one who said I contradicted myself. I
It don't
asked
really
him,
I
how
matter.
am I
said
It
that.
contradicting
don't really
myself? I
matter.
didn't
I
ask
said that.
J-Bo.
No, I
I didn't
told
ask
you
J-Bo.
exactly
I
what I
asked
said
Viz.
too.
Come on.
Yo.
We both did.
You ain't gotta do all of this. You ain't gotta do all of this. It's a
I'm the one that
All right,
conversation.
said
so
that.
J-Bo to shut up. Go ahead, Viz.
I'm the one that said you contradicted
No,
yourself.
that was
We
Viz
both
who
did,
said it. Go
J-Bo.
ahead,
We both
Viz.
did. We both did. I mean, as
Go ahead,
long as we
Viz.
both know he contradicted himself, it's cool.
Nah, that's what
One
I'm
at a
trying to
time.
learn
Yo,
from
Jay,
you.
bro,
Go
get your
ahead, Viz.
I
goddamn
got it,
calf out the
J-Bo. Listen, man,
goddamn
you contradict
picture,
yourself
You got a
nigga.
because
jet. Oh,
what are
man.
you?
Come
All
on,
right,
my
bro,
nigga. For real,
boss. What is
bro?
more
Just tell
superior?
me how I'm contradicting
I
myself, bro.
got
Go
you,
ahead.
boss. I got you, boss.
All right,
You
bet.
saying that LeBron had more impact than winning when he hasn't had a dynasty. He hasn't had led his team to one of the best records in NBA history. So based on that, based on those two facts right there, which I think is more superior to anything you're about to tell me as far as impact winning, and if I'm excluding the championships, I'm not even going to bring that into the equation. You're telling me that a guy that did less than that has more impact than winning, which that is a sign of actually impacting your team on winning, creating a dynasty, and getting 70%, winning 70 games. And you're disagreeing that a player that don't even have that or nothing superior than that on his resume has more impact than winning. But when it comes to stuff, you switch it up, and stuff has more impact than winning. You want to ring count that because he has 4 championship rings? I mean, if he had 1 championship ring over Westbrook, that's still more impact than winning than Westbrook. So you disagree with one, but you agree with the same thing when it's somebody else. I don't get it.
Yes, you're appealing to rings while
Yeah.
also arguing that rings don't matter in this context.
No,
That's
no,
the
no, no. Wait,
contradiction.
hold on. Look. Because I literally said the difference between Westbrook and Curry is rings, and even though Curry has 4, if Westbrook had maybe 2 leading his team, I would give it to him. It's not just about the ring
Joe
count. Is what
Mel,
I'm trying to tell
come
y'all.
on, dog.
You're appealing to
Oh
rings,
my
bro.
God,
That's
dog.
all
got
you
it,
do,
dog.
J-Bo. What are you
I don't know
talking
about
about?
this.
I know,
I'm not appealing to rings,
but when
bro.
I sat there and appealed to rings, you said you can't do that.
Because you're
That's
going
what
off
I'm
who has more.
But I just
That's the
explained it. Hold on.
problem.
I just excluded rings, and you still think that a guy that did less than that has more impact than winning, when I showed you two different things that show you have an impact than winning, creating a dynasty and winning 70 games, which was a then record, which
What's
LeBron
a
never achieved before.
bro,
Not the
bro?
winning.
Is that
Is
the
a
only thing that's
dynasty a different
impacting on
ring?
winning? Does winning more matter at all?
I mean, based on what you're saying, yeah.
Hold on. Before we pivot there, Jamel, what is the reason why you don't the 6 rings that Jordan has to you isn't just an indicator of Jordan being more impactful than LeBron's 4 rings? What's the reason?
because I said that I feel like LeBron can take less further than Michael Jordan could. Like, for example, in 2018, right, when we're talking about carrying a roster, LeBron James is tied for the most 40-point games in a playoff run, right? Also, in 2018, the conference finals, down 3-2 against the number one defense in the NBA, he came down from a 3-2 deficit and beat them and led his team to the NBA finals. Michael Jordan has never done anything like that, bro, with the terrible
Okay,
roster.
so
Hold on, J-Bo.
He's going away from what we were talking about.
Viz, hold on. Okay, Jamil. That same, and it's not. I'm not saying you're wrong. That is a fair way of assessing it.
again, bro.
However, if that's the way that you're going to do it, that same logic can be pivoted towards Curry and Russell Westbrook. You don't need the 4 championships to outline what makes Curry better than Westbrook. Westbrook could have won a championship, and Stephen Curry being able to take his teams routinely farther than Russell Westbrook would be the case.
Thank you, bro. I'm
Nah,
trying to say
but
that for 10 minutes.
no, wait, but hold on, but casual, but you missed it because this whole thing started because we were talking about who's more versatile as well, right? So I said Westbrook is more versatile. However, Curry's a better player because he has more impact on winning because Westbrook has never won a chip. He's never led his team to a chip.
No,
while Curry
but at
has.
the same time, the versatility it's an indicator of the impact, correct? So like even though Bron is more versatile than Jordan, there's not more instances. Not more instances. I won't say there's not more instances. That he doesn't utilize every facet of his versatility in every single series, right? So specific areas where he's impacting, right? Same thing with Steph Curry. The versatility is more of I won't say an add-on, but it is more of an add-on rather than the foundation of the person's like skill set. So Curry's skill set is so transcendent that it's capable of being able to impact at heights that supersede somebody like Westbrook who can do more things. That's the argument for Bron. The fact that he can go to certain things on a series-to-series basis that could be able to supersede someone who is lesser than to begin with in terms of skill set. That's the argument.
Guys, I just want to input real quick, and you go ahead. We were just saying that just because me and J-Bo was saying because LeBron is more versatile, don't make him better, and that's how we got the Westbrook thing, and that's where you jumped in at because me and J-Bo think just because you're more versatile, that don't make you better. And we reference
I agree.
Westbrook.
I agree in general.
Even not saying that. I'm sure they guys think that, but I'm just saying that's how that conversation.
In general, I agree with that. I don't know if that can be put towards wrong, but in general, I agree with that.
And just to clarify what he was contending, to say why I was saying he was contradicting himself. What I said is the best way to determine someone's impact on winning is to see who has the most rings while also being the predominant reason for those rings, while also being statistically greater since stats are just the measurables of your impact. And he responded by saying, winning isn't just rings. But then the reason I said he contradicted himself was because when we brought up the Russell Westbrook and Curry conversation, that the reason that he said Steph Curry has a greater impact was because Russell Westbrook doesn't have a ring.
But I said it's not just rings. I didn't say I discounted rings completely. I said it's not just rings.
No, but if you mention the rings specifically, though, Klex,
he's won more than Westbrook. But I would say that I would have my pushback would be on the conducive to winning part. When we talk about winning, I don't know why we continuously put it on one player. Like one player is going to be conducive to winning. No, it takes a team to win a game, not one player being conducive to winning. Nobody's conducive to winning because nobody wins by themselves. So, and if you don't have the right pieces around you, it don't matter if you can put up 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 points. It doesn't matter. You're going to lose. So all of this trying to make one player conducive to winning is bullshit because that's not how basketball operates. 5 people on the court and a bench. So all of this one player is conducive to win. That shit is not real. Because no one player is conducive to winning. That's not real. If you ever actually play basketball, you know that's not real.
Nobody never said that though, Ryan.
No, I heard the conducive. I just heard a lot on the TikTok spaces. Are you more conducive to winning? Is your play style conducive to winning? when your play style is dictated by the coaches. The coaches allow you to do things and not do things. If they say, Steph, I don't want you to shoot from 30, then Steph, you're not going to shoot from 30. So to say that one player's play style is if their play style is them going out and just doing whatever the fuck they want to do and just creating their play style on the run, and like ignoring the fact that they're running plays, that they're running sets, that they're running actions to get these guys open to allow them to play a certain way. It just takes away from the actual game of basketball when we talk like this and when we try to put one person as the main reason they won. That's not true. There's never been one person to be the main reason anybody won.
That's for you, Jamel, because that's what Jamel was kind of kicking. That it was just all LeBron. So yeah, that's for you, Jamel. What you got to say to that?
What?
Y'all just said it was all
Y'all
Jordan.
LeBron buddies.
What are you
Y'all
talking
just
That
said it
wasn't
was
for
all
Jamel.
Jordan.
That wasn't for
I
Jamel.
mean,
That was
that's
for anybody
I don't know if
that
you was in here earlier.
that wasn't for Jamel. That was for anybody that tries to say that one person is the reason that they win. That's not true.
Nah,
Well,
there's
well,
not about to throw down Jamel, though.
there's a
I'm not throwing
massive
him down. Did he not say LeBron carried by himself? I swear that's what he said.
There's a massive
by himself, bro. I say he carries more of a load than Jordan.
there's a massive difference. There's a massive difference than being the only. There's the massive difference between being the only reason and the main reason. No one's the only reason.
Oh yeah, Joe.
So when we say main reason, the main reason could be for different series. Not the same.
Let me finish my sentence.
Go ahead.
No one is the only reason in the team sport. That's literally impossible. But there are players that are the main reason. Like that does exist. That's why there's awards.
J-Bo, what was the main reason the Bulls won in '96?
That's why there's awards that are applied or supposed to be applied.
J-Bo, what was the main reason they won in '96?
Michael Jordan? Like what?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you ask the people who were actually there, like Sean Kemp, if he says it's Dennis Rodman. A lot of people say, "Oh, because Dennis Rodman was able to grab all of those off." So that's what I'm saying. There's different interpretations.
There's different.
No, I believe that rebound is very important. I know that.
That's like a weird assessment by saying.
I know that rebounding is one of the most important things in the game of basketball. I know. 9 times out of 10, if you win a rebounding battle, you win the game.
So then in the 2022 Warriors run, Kevon Looney was the main reason. Because Kevon Looney was on a tear on the offensive rebound.
Did everybody shoot historically bad in that series? That he was able to get those rebounds because everybody was shooting bad in 2022?
No, they weren't shooting.
Well, that's what happened in 1996. Everybody was shooting horrible, and his contribution to the boards, his contribution to grabbing extra possessions and being able to do those things because they were shooting horribly was a main factor in why they won the game.
But what I'm saying is if you watch the Warriors 2022 run,
right,
there are multiple games where if Kevon Looney wasn't on the tear that he was on the offensive rebound side, the Warriors would have lost. Matter of fact, the Warriors would have just lost. The Warriors might have not even made the finals.
Yeah, you have to prove that.
I'm a Warriors fan. I remember this.
I got you. Your word is not going to be enough.
Kevon Looney was on a tear on the offensive
he was on a that's a fact. He was on a tear, but I ain't gonna lie to you that in that Memphis series, even with him like starting, because the rebounding tear really started in that Dallas series.
Yeah, I was about to say it started in the Mavs series. It wasn't really Memphis.
It was like 20 rebounds a game or something.
But even with that Dallas series,
you said 20 rebounds a game.
It was more than just Looney just out rebounding niggas.
I know
Andrew Wiggins was cooking the fuck out of Luka.
Casual.
Wiggins is definitely going crazy.
Casual. This is my point though. That you're making my point. Just because this one
I
player
agreed with you when you said that. I just said that I don't think the Looney
I put in that run. I put Kevon Looney third. It's Steph Curry, Andrew Wiggins, Kevon Looney.
Oh, that's
I'm taking
It's a close. It's
a debatable three.
But that's not 96. I understand what you saying and what you're referencing to, but again, they shot horribly bad in 96. So those rebounds were integral, they were very huge in order for them to win that series. His ability to just box out and play defense and be able to collect all of those bricks
Hey
that the
Ron, are
whole
you
team was
insinuating
putting up.
that he should have been an MVP or something? What are you
No,
insinuating?
I don't care about Finals MVP. It's not,
Mike was still the most
whether
important
he
player in
should
that
have been,
series, though, Ron.
whether he should have been the Finals MVP is up. That's
What
that's
do you
not
think when you
that's
watched it?
above
Who do
my
you think?
pay grade. What I'm saying is
Who-
somebody being the main reason that
Well,
somebody
well, hold
wins
on.
it
Well,
varies. So it's not.
I want
It's
to.
not
I want to
necessarily
follow
the
up on
main
that though.
scorer or somebody. It
I
could
want
be
to. I want
anybody.
to. Right. I want to follow up on that though because that was actually a very important question because Finals MVP is supposed to indicate who was the main reason for those rings. So it would actually matter who you think should have won Finals MVP.
Well, who I think it would matter who won it. It wouldn't matter who I think.
No,
should win it.
it actually does because if I'm saying
No. My opinion doesn't matter.
Let me
J-Bo.
finish. Let me.
Go ahead.
If you're saying, if I say Michael Jordan was the main reason in '96, and you have some level of contention with that, you brought up Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
It seems to me that you believe Dennis Rodman was the main reason. Therefore, Dennis Rodman should have won Finals MVP. So that's why I'm at. That's why I'm
because
asking.
Because Finals MVP is for it's a small stretch. Obviously, other people get the award. So whether you win it or not, you just win it. I'm not here to take awards away from people or
So
give
who
people
was the
awards
main
that they
reason?
didn't win. Steph Curry didn't win it. Dennis Rodman didn't win it. They're not going to get it. I'm not going to give it to them because I think they should have won it.
Okay,
They didn't get it. They don't
I
have
don't.
it.
I don't think maybe I'm not like saying my question correctly, so I'm just say.
Oh, you asked me a question. I didn't hear the question.
Who was the main reason that the Bulls won in '96?
Who was the main reason? The team was the main reason.
Yes,
They played as a team. The team was the main
on every team, I wouldn't say on every team, just about
Mm-hmm.
someone is going to be the predominant reason, whether it's
How do we
51.
measure that? How do we measure that?
Yes, that's
Well, that is measured by numbers. Numbers measure that.
Which ones?
All of them.
All of them?
All of them.
So, like, let's say somebody scored 32 and then the other guy has a double-double. Does he impact winning more because he has a double-double than somebody who just has 32 points?
But it's that.
J-Boy, you playing a crazy game right now, J-Boy. Go ahead.
This is
It's not that. That's how these guys look. They
Hold
just
on.
mad weird.
I'm
We
about to
listening.
log
Go
in.
ahead,
I'm about to
J-Bo.
log
Hold on.
into
Be quiet,
work.
y'all. Go ahead, J-Bo.
I'm going to log into work. Just literally give me 10.
All right, no problem.
So, Ron, when you watch that series, who do you think was the most important player in that series?
Who do I think? I don't
Yeah.
think. I don't look at it as individuals. I look at teams win and lose.
Okay, in 2016.
I'm
Okay,
back.
so in
Whoever
2016,
has the best
so in 2016,
statistical-
Tristan Thompson was the most
I
important player.
do think whoever has the best statistical output should probably win it. But that's everything. That's not just points.
Okay, so you asked me. You asked me if
someone.
someone. You asked me if someone had 32 points and the other person averaged a double.
Yes.
What was the conclusion of that question?
I was asking, are they more impactful to winning because they're able to do more things? Because they're able to get it.
It literally depends on what the double is. If you had 10 and 10 and the other person had 32, is the other person have 32 0 0 0 0? Like,
Yeah, but
this is where-
yeah.
That would be the question. But my question would be, who's determining whether what's more important than the other? So if you're gonna, let's say the guy had 15 and 10, and the other guy had 30 points and maybe 5 rebounds, 5 assists.
Okay, that
And the
person
guy
that had
had
32 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Yes.
Mhm. And let's say the guy had 15, 10, and like 3.
Ooh,
With a-
Clash,
with a- with a block.
I got the perfect example. Oh,
Go ahead.
because J-Bo, you the Warriors fan, right? You're a Warriors
Yeah.
fan. Okay, yeah. So remember that series versus Portland, where Curry was out for a bit of the series, and it was Clay and Draymond that had to go up against Dame and CJ.
I wasn't a Warriors fan at that time, so I don't think I watched that.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't. I became a Warriors fan after KD left.
After Katie left. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you recall that? Do you recall that series though?
What the
Is
hell?
that the one with Clay average 30?
That's the one where Clay
I'm gonna keep it
averaged-
being. I was a
He
pretty
averaged 30,
big.
right?
I really.
it was
like
30.
at that time. I was a pretty big Cavs fan. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I don't think I watched it.
Okay.
I was very much a big LeBron Cavs fan at that point in time.
But go ahead, Kaz.
okay.
Finish the-
Okay. Well, okay. So then, if you were a Cleveland fan, 20. No, I can't use that. Fuck, because okay. I'll just ask it just to see what you think. Okay, so that series versus Detroit in 2016, Kyrie Irving, I think he averaged what was it? Like it was like 29 and like 4 and 4 or some shit like that against them. And Bron averaged like I think it was like 22 8-7 or something like that, 8-9 or something like that.
That nigga averaged 22. Really?
Yeah, I think
What
I think
series
it was
was
20.
that?
I think it was
The
23. I
Pistons?
think it was
Was that the
23 or
Pistons
something.
series?
Yeah,
Let me
the
just.
Pistons series in 2016.
Yeah. I remember that.
It was like 26. Okay. What's your
It
question?
was 26. No. The question was going to be, do you think that because Kyrie scored more in that series and on better efficiency versus Detroit, do you think that he was the better player on that team? Do you think Braun was because he was like more all around?
Not necessarily. I would have to look at it further. So
Oh my
the
god.
best way that I would assess someone being the main reason would be advanced metrics, such
Bro.
as PER, win shares per 48, box plus minus, true shooting percentage, and like value over replacement. So if Kyrie Irving fulfills those metrics greater than LeBron, then yeah, Kyrie Irving was the predominant reason in that series. Yeah, because he's doing more on every level in terms
And
of like advanced metrics.
I got a question. Instead of advanced metrics, can you like watch the game and see instead of talking
You
stats?
can't you can watch the game to assist with the conversation, but that doesn't you can't make determining factors based off that. That's called an anecdotal
What?
fallacy.
So watching the game is okay.
Yeah,
So
nah,
stat okay.
that ain't.
So you
So wait,
making
wait,
so
wait,
you're
wait,
making
hold
an
on, hold on.
assumption. So you're
No,
making a conclusion off of advanced stats.
That's yeah.
not solely. I mean, I watched the series too. I would
Well, I
watch.
mean,
So if you're asking me how I would come to a conclusion, I would
well,
watch
the
and then look
problem
at
with this
metrics.
is the
Hold on,
problem
let
with
me
this.
finish. You can't ask me a question and
I'll
I'm
go
let
ahead.
me
I'll let
finish
you
the
finish
answer.
and then I'll respond. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I can't just look at a game and come to a conclusion without using anything else to ground it, because that's literally called an anecdotal fallacy. That's just me using my own interpretation to come to a conclusion. So what I would do is if I watch the series and I believe LeBron was the main reason for the team winning, I'll go, okay, can I back that up in any sense? And I will look at the numbers. I'll go, oh, Kyrie Irving significantly dwarfs LeBron James in the numbers. Oh, so it must have been Kyrie. An actual perfect example of this was in the 2020 finals. When I was watching that 2020 finals, I swore up and down that Anthony Davis was the main reason that they won. I swore up and down. I was like, there's no way LeBron should be winning finals MVP here. And then I looked at the numbers. I was like, oh shit. No, I guess LeBron was the main reason for that ring, actually. I need to reevaluate what I was assessing.
Did LeBron leading all of those advanced stats as far as PER, 48, box plus minus, and all those things? Did he lead in every statistical category in that series?
Every single one? No, I don't believe so.
I'm gonna go check real quick.
Yeah, go check.
I don't believe so. When I came to that conclusion, I looked at basic stats. I didn't look at the advanced stats.
Oh, so but hey, this nigga, I just figured you out in one whole lot, bro. You fucking crazy.
Hold on.
Yeah, bro.
I'm getting a call because I'm at work. Tell me how I'm crazy when I come back.
I don't agree. I don't agree with how bro breaking down how he
Like what, bro?
analyze this shit, bro.
The one thing I can say, you know what I mean,
He
is
is
that's the way he break it down. So I'm not
what you
gonna
call
be-
it? He is he one of them people that always got something ready,
Up his
like
sleeve,
something
like,
ready. He
I'm
got something ready
saying,
for
bro.
another argument, like type shit. He on some female shit, low key. I ain't gonna lie.
That's literally female shit, bro.
No, I ain't saying it disrespectfully. I'm saying like he got something like that shit is crazy. It's crazy.
Well, the thing is, the problem with that is when you go on with these situations and we talk about eye testing these things like that, you're a Jordan fan, so we know that you don't have access to every Jordan series and every Jordan series that ever been played, so you can't necessarily break down or analyze his whole career. In that sense, you could do that for LeBron James, obviously, because all of his shit is, available to us. But for Michael Jordan fans, when they use these things, it's like eye tests and this, that, and the third. It's like, well, show us. Can we watch a game together? Can we see the shit? Because
Yeah.
James Rounds and y'all guys don't even pull up to the people that watch the live streams, dog.
who
So what are you
we
talking
doing
about?
that? Who the guys?
Okay.
I watch the games myself. I don't know what the hell you talking about.
Yes,
Dude.
who the guys that watch it?
I know
Yeah, who
Chaz
the guys
watch
that be
games.
watching
Nobody
Jordan
he
games
actually
on
y'all to
live?
pull up to his live stream.
Chaz, I've never seen Chaz watch a LeBron game. Watch a Jordan game.
I ain't never seen a
I
Jordan fan
told
watching
y'all,
Jordan
it's been
games on
plenty of times he
live.
offered people to pull up a Jordan game and y'all can break it down.
I've never seen him do that. I've seen him watch
I never
LeBron
said he
games.
did it, but he offered it to people to come over to watch a Jordan game with him. I've been in a lot of
Oh
streams where
well,
he said
but
that.
if he's not doing it on his own, then it's not really.
And what about
he's not
somebody? What
looking
about
at-
somebody that did see Mike play like I did?
You said it again.
What about somebody that did see Mike play like I did in real time?
Well, you didn't see Michael Jordan's whole career, so seeing the
I seen
90s,
enough of his
seeing him-
career. I seen enough of his career to know that he better.
Well, you seen him win, just like most people.
No, I'm talking about his career. I seen second
seen
three-peat
what?
on.
Win.
Second three-peat on, and I was able to watch some of the first.
Yeah, you seen him
some of
win.
the first half of his career.
You seen him win.
Throughout the course of my life. What do you mean when?
You've seen. When have you seen Michael Jordan lose?
But you just said
You ju-
What I need
like,
to
when
hold
have
on,
you
hold on,
seen
Ryan,
him-
hold on. What do you mean lose? You said
Like,
something about him
in-
playing.
in
I
the
watched Mike play in
80s.
real time.
You didn't see that.
you saying you didn't see the whole Mike, bro. You
Yes.
just seen
So what the-
you seen
I
the
don't need-
sweet Mike. You
I
didn't
need to
see the
see that.
Mike.
I guess
That's
I
what I'm
need to
saying.
see
You
You
that.
don't.
saw. You saw the.
You didn't see the
got
real.
kids.
You
Hold on,
seen the.
Ryan.
You
You got
didn't see
kids
the
on the streets
struggle
like
him.
20 years
saw
old that
him
didn't see
win.
LeBron play, boss. They didn't
What?
see early 2000s LeBron.
Wait, what?
And he got LeBron
Listen, I
as the
think we
greatest player
getting
of all
away from
time.
the conversation. I'm not
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
that just
you
because you didn't
getting
see
away
it
from the
Nah, I ain't
conversation.
getting away
mean
from nothing. No,
that
I'm
you-
right here.
No, I'm not. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying just because you didn't see it doesn't mean you can't have a opinion or a
That's
thing.
what
But when
sounds
you're
insinuating.
using eye test for LeBron, it's disingenuous because you're not going to use eye test for Jordan
What if you seen both?
because
though?
you can't go through the series.
Bro,
You
he
can't
not
break
saying
down.
you didn't see both. You not
I'm
even
not saying.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm
you
not
are
saying
you
you didn't see
basically are
both.
showing you basically showing the type of person you are. You the type of person.
Nah, he need to be more direct
He's
so I can
explaining it
understand
to
what
you,
he's
bro.
saying,
He's
boss.
explaining it.
All
What
right,
the
whatever
fuck?
you insinuating,
No.
So
boss. What
the
you
same way that you're
insinuating?
not understanding how he explaining it, you're not gonna understand the game,
Boss,
bro.
can you
That's
answer
how
the
I
question?
can
What
read
is he
you niggas.
insinuating?
All right, let me
Bro.
say what I'm telling you. Let me say what I'm
Fuck
telling
you
you. I'm
talking
not
about?
saying that not seeing the game. What I'm saying is if you're using eye test, if eye test is one of the things that you use, it's disingenuous to say that, oh yeah, I used the eye test on LeBron when we know you didn't use, even if you saw it in real time. Nigga, you
got
don't know
you.
what you ate 3 weeks ago for lunch. There's no way you're gonna remember what you saw 40 years ago.
I got a
There's
question
no
too.
way.
I mean, that
It's
goes
just
both ways, though,
impossible.
right?
What's his
That
name?
go both ways, right?
Hey,
Right.
hey Armani,
Yeah,
did you
well,
see more
LeBron did
LeBron?
play 40 years
Did you
ago,
see
and I
more
can go
LeBron
pull
or
up
did you
the
see
You
game.
more
got
Jordan?
20-year-old LeBron fans that think he the greatest. Then I
Did you
watch
see
him.
more
I can
LeBron
actually
or did
pull
you
up
see
every
more
LeBron
Jordan?
game.
Nigga, you is a LeBron fan. You seen more LeBron than you seen Jordan. What the fuck are you talking about?
I've seen a lot of Jordan career. Yeah, what that mean?
You
I'm supposed
seen
to
more
think
I'm
that.
not
LeBron than
saying
you
that
seen
you
Kobe.
Jordan.
can't
I seen
say.
Kobe.
I'm
I
not
seen Kobe
saying that
Bryant's
you
whole
can't
career.
say
What
you
you
like
saying?
Jordan. That's
What
not
you
what I'm
saying?
saying. What I'm saying is, if you're gonna use the eye test, if that's one of your main things to using the eye test, like Chaz does, is disingenuous because he not gonna. You've never seen him watch a Jordan game. You've never seen him pull it up. Not one.
Wait.
Okay, Ron. So maybe
okay.
we have
So,
a misunderstanding.
and
Ron.
then
So
you
if
don't
seen
have
him,
the
hold on.
access to to all of the series, the playoff games, the regular season game. You can watch, like, you can go through LeBron's mistakes. You're not gonna
Okay,
do
so
that
if
for
you watch a
Jordan.
lot of
Well, the
Mike
people who
and
do, you
you
don't like them.
if you watch Mike and you go
They
back
do it
and
on
get
this
all the
channel.
game,
You don't like it.
no. If you watch Mike's game and you analyze it from your perspective, say if I go back and watch all the games that's available to Mike, I'm supposed to just instantly think because what I watch LeBron's better, or it can't be what I assess.
No.
in terms of
You
that.
get no whatever your interpretation is. Listen, I can't
Oh, okay.
argue your eye test. I don't
Okay.
argue eye tests.
I think eye
don't-
test is
I
the
don't-
most important
Most of you
thing
niggas
as
wear
well as everything
glasses. Most of you niggas wear glasses. I'm not arguing what you can see and what you can't see. I'm not
Mhm.
arguing that. I don't care about what you can see. I care about what you can prove. I don't care about what you can see.
Why would
I
you
wouldn't-
improve something to somebody with your own assessment though? You should
You can
improve
have
yourself,
your
right?
own assessment. I'm not going to argue with how you see the game.
Are you
Because
open to be persuaded
I don't
that Michael
know
Jordan
what
is better?
level. Listen, I don't know what level of basketball you ever played, so I don't know the understanding of the game.
I don't
The
think you
game
need to
is-
have a level of play.
I think
His
I think
coaches
you
that ain't
do. I
playing
think you
make the
do.
highest level, and they're some of the greatest coaches ever. Some of the
That's-
greatest
I
minds
think you
ever.
do need to have an understanding of what you're looking at, bro.
And
Yo,
Derek Fisher was a 5-time champion. Was a horrible coach, so I don't think that necessarily
What the
means
fuck
anything.
is that?
Bro,
What the
They
fuck
don't
is
You can be a
that?
great player and you
How
don't
does that
understand how
even?
you
Like,
can't
what the
teach the
hell?
game
Wait,
better.
yeah.
You can watch
Alright,
the
y'all
game
got
and
it.
understand
Yeah,
the game at a good point, dog. Ron,
Yo,
you never played pro, Ron.
Yo,
did you?
so
Yo,
wait, hold on.
yo.
Yo, Zesty, you want to tell me how
No, but I
crazy I'm
played more than you.
Time out.
Ron, you played what?
Before we
I
go
played
there,
more than you.
Ball?
Wherever,
Rec ball?
wherever it was.
Recreational ball?
One mic.
Nobody, you're not known for
yo,
basketball.
I found the
You're not either, Ron.
I am. I'm literally known.
Nobody
People
knows
know me
you in
for
Philly,
playing
dog.
basketball.
Nobody knows you in Philly.
guys.
No, they do. No.
Yo, hold on, Biz, hold on. Yo, guy, I just want to say this real quick,
I have-
casual. Just to like wrap this little eye test for stat thing. You need both. It's that simple. You need both. I don't know
Correct.
why in basketball discourse there's it's like either this or that. It's like, no, you need both. Just how, and regardless what era you are, regardless what era you were born in or got access to, even today, we have a litany of streams and apps to watch these games. it's physically impossible for you to watch every single game.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
There's literally over 1,000 games per season.
Yeah.
So that's so as simply put, you need both. You need to watch the games as much as possible to get the process on how the result for the stats, as well as you need the stats to finish the understanding of how the result of what the process was.
To ground your interpretation. Yes. Zesty. Can you tell me how I'm crazy?
That's facts.
on,
Hey,
on
I ain't
that
gonna
shit
lie.
no more,
I
bro.
agree. I just don't think you can tell me.
There's no way. There's no way I did all this motherfucking research and we finna just move past this shit.
Go
Nigga,
ahead,
I
go ahead,
sat
go
at
ahead,
this
tell me.
computer for 5 minutes, nigga.
Yeah.
But let me
Casual
get this
got
shit
it.
off.
Yeah, Casual got it. Casual got
All
it.
right.
Go ahead, bro.
So obviously, I'm pretty sure we all know you can't use PER or win shares for a small finite amount of games. Or it was a 6-game series in the finals in 2020. So we can't use that. But what we could use is obviously true shooting. And in terms of true shooting, LeBron had a 67.1 true shooting to AD's 66.9. What we also can use for defensive purposes is we can use their net rating when they were on the court alongside each other, apart from each other. And in those instances, AD had obviously the better defensive rating because he was playing with the defensive slanted lineups when he was without Bron. Bron had a significantly better offensive rating when he was on the floor because his was prone to have more shooting during that time. And then when both of them were on the floor together, they had a 116.7 offensive rating, which was good for first in the league, like during that entire stretch. And they had a 106.6 defensive rating together. So that's the stat. So basically, defensively, AD has all the stats pointed towards him. Offensively, LeBron has all the offensive stats pointed towards him, and it's negligible. The gap is like 0.2, 0.4.
Yeah, not for sure.
So what would be the conclusion? How will we tell who's?
So the reason why I actually went to do this is because to your point, J-Bo, yes. Will there be some stats that can restructure your thought process on what actually occurred during that time period? Yes, absolutely. However, within that same statistical numbers that you can find, there are also statistical numbers that you can find that would also point to the other. It would also confirm what you originally thought, which is that AD was the superior player, right? The only way in which you can be able to come to a conclusion, your own conclusion, is to figure out what exactly is it that I valued on that possession, or what is it that I valued on that postseason run or that series. And once you figure out what it is that you value, there are statistical numbers that would back that. That's what this all is about.
I got you.
I think you skipped a step. I think the step that you skipped was what was the actions within that series or whatever sample size that you're using that cannot be tracked that affected the result of the series and some of those numbers.
I still want to know how I'm crazy, bro.
We for layman's terms is like intangibles, right? And like I'm not gonna say intangible. I like to say actions the stats don't pick up. LeBron controlling the pace of that series in the Heat series. There's no stat for that, but you can see him doing so. Same thing for AD being deterrence. When AD was switched on Jimmy Butler, not only he didn't score efficiently on when he had the ball, but there was times where he negated him even getting the ball in certain actions. That second,
I agree with you with the AD part. I agree with you with the AD point. In terms of Bron dictating the pace and turnover ratio would probably be.
No, that's why I said facilitating, casual, because we all know there's aspects of facilitating that stats can't track. Me orchestrating the offense, that the stats can't track that. Me making sure certain guys getting rhythm, the stats can't track that.
That's what all the odd test comes in.
Okay, so can I please get told how I'm crazy now?
Yeah, that's it. Go ahead.
Yes. Y'all can get to the shits. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
I'm not
Zephy.
on that shit no more.
How am I
I'm not
crazy?
on that shit no more, bro. Like
So you made a claim about me. You don't want to stand on it,
Bro, after all that they just told you, bro. You
don't
still stuck on me calling you crazy.
You don't want to.
After all that they just told you, you still stuck on me calling you crazy, bro.
Yeah, because I said I'm gonna take this call, and when I come back, I want you to tell me how I'm crazy. And I took the call, and I came back. Now I'm waiting for you to tell me how I'm crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit was crazy what you said. I forgot what the fuck you said. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It seems like I'm very crazy, but no one can remember, huh?
Nah, I'm high as a bitch right now. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta get high with shit like this going on.
I fuck with it. I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with it. Okay, I guess I'm not crazy. Then. All right, we can keep
It won't.
going.
Nah, it won't. It was just like
Well, I actually know what I said.
I about to say. It was
I
something
actually
that you
said the exact
said
same thing
that you
Casual
look
just
into that you said you didn't look into. So I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
I said
that's all it was.
I said no. What I specifically said is that you can't just use the eye test to come to conclusions because you're not grounding it in anything except your interpretation, which is a fallacy. If you want to get into debate terms, so when you're actually trying to determine things, you would need to use your eye test and watch the game, and then you would need to ground it in something else if you're trying to debate that topic,
Wait,
such as the numbers.
and
And
then you
then I
said
was
you
told,
didn't-
and
and
then
then you
and then
said
I
that's
was
the
told,
only,
and then I was told I was crazy for that.
and then you said that you measured who was better than that series of advanced metrics, but you didn't
Yeah.
use advanced metrics during that series.
Yeah, I use advanced metrics, but that doesn't mean that I would only use advanced metric. I can also use basic stats to substantiate my claim as well, such as like just the basic 7 stats: points per game, rebounds per game, assists per game, steals per game, blocks per game, turnovers per game, and field goal percentage. So yeah, I generally tend to use advanced stats, but that doesn't mean I do it every single time. So I'm still failing to understand how I'm crazy. Okay.
I don't know what happened to watching the game.
But when you watch the games and you still like what do y'all mean when y'all say watch the games? What if people watch the games and they still think what they think? Are they wrong for that or something?
Nah, you're not. No, hell no.
Yeah, matter of fact, I have a perfect question.
They just don't understand basketball.
I have a perfect
Yeah, it's just different. It's just different understandings
Just
of the
ask a
game.
question. He just asked a question. I'm responding.
I got a perfect question. If we both watch the same,
Let me respond to Viz first before you ask your question. So Viz, that just means they do not understand basketball. If they just watch the game and don't understand what they're watching, they're just watching the game. Then at that point,
Yeah, but people watch the games for different reasons, bro.
So if let's say we both watch a series, we both watch the same exact series. There's only really 2 players that are in the conversation for being like the best player, right? And we come to very drastic different conclusions based off that. I say player A was made more of a reason. You say player B is more of a reason, and it's only we didn't look at anything else but watching the game. How do we determine who's correct?
see, I don't see me. I have a different mind. I don't think like that. I watch.
Wait. You said if we both watched and these 2 players on separate teams, right?
Yeah, he said
No, it doesn't matter. They can be on separate teams, the same teams. They're just saying there's just 2 players that are in conversation for being the best.
I mean,
you say one player, I say another player. We both watch the same exact thing. How do you determine who was correct?
And my answer is I don't watch for just player A and player B. I
Yeah,
watch
that's
for
what I was about
everyone
to
on
say.
the-
That
I watch for
like,
everyone on the court.
That's
not just player A, player.
you
Not
gotta
just
you gotta be
not
doing
just
like it
Bron
gotta
and
be.
Jimmy, for example. Not just Bron and Jimmy Butler. I look for Bron, AD, Alex Caruso, fucking Tyler Hero, Bam, everyone on the court, Gabe Vincent,
So, man,
everyone.
Sure. I'm not saying you're only paying attention to these 2 players. I'm saying you come out. I'm saying you
literally
watch.
just
No, I didn't.
Bro, you're not familiar with these guys, J-Bo. They gonna keep spinning
Nigga,
you,
did
dog.
he not just say we're looking for player A and player B?
I'm
He
saying
Or
did
am I
say
bugging?
that.
you're
J-Bo,
watching.
it's a particular way you gotta ask these guys questions, dog, because they're
Oh
gonna
my
keep
gosh.
spinning. I know exactly what you mean, but they're gonna keep spinning
I
you,
know
dog.
it's so whatever. I'm not even.
All right, Manny. So I asked you this, Manny. In the case of LeBron and Mike, right? How do you assess pretty much what he's saying in the case of LeBron and Mike? J-Bo, you got to say those type of things.
Okay.
In the case of LeBron and Mike, how do you determine if you both watch the same game?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be? All right, hold on, man. I one up you. Wouldn't it be how they impacting their team
Why
success?
Yeah, but hold on. I'm talking about you just threw the whole conversation off. We was gonna get to a good point before you said LeBron and Jordan.
All right, so
Look at J-Bo's trying to get an
Hey,
answer.
J-Bo, let me answer the question. Let me answer the question.
We're talking about 2 people in the same
Let me
finals.
clarify
Yeah,
my
bro.
question as much as I possibly can.
literally
We're watching
said
we're watching 2 teams play. Each team has the best player. Let's say we watch the same. I did not say we only are watching these players. We're just watching the series. We come out of the series with 2 different conclusions. You say one player was a better player. I say another player was a better player. How do we determine who is correct in that scenario?
We go if we sat down and watched it together, bro.
Yes.
We then we both seen who was more impactful, but it's gonna be on one person whoever gonna feel biased towards what they like. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
I understand that. So my question was, how do you determine who is correct?
who was more impactful, but the debate, I mean, the
That's the
argument gonna come
question.
in with what you value. That's what I'm telling you, bro.
Wait,
It's
hold on,
what you
hold on,
value.
hold on.
Facts.
If I value defense,
Obviously, is what.
controlling the game,
Yes. You're yes. So you're telling me it's based on your interpretation. I'm trying to ground it in something other than your interpretation. So how do you ground it in something other than your own interpretation?
Y'all trying to watch a series and dissect it, bro?
Wait. So hold on, Thomas. Okay, so now I got a question. Now I have a question that follows that.
Hold on.
So do you think that this?
Can I get answered?
No, Casual, don't jump in. Let him answer. Let him answer.
No. Okay, go ahead and answer the question because I got a question. I got a question that follows that. Go ahead.
All right, it's simple. You either you use a common concept that's equal amongst each other, or you use stats. It's
like,
both.
come on, bro.
Why are you saying
So like,
sturdy? You're not
no,
asking
no,
sturdy.
no, hold on, nigga, no, it's no, cause I know for a fact he ignored the first part, cause that
No, I
first
didn't.
part is very important.
No, I didn't.
In every sport, there's a philosophy to winning. There's always a common ground. There's a reason why majority of teams that won, they say championships, right? There's a reason why majority of teams that won championships were good to elite defenses. There's a reason for that. There's a reason why majority of teams that won were good rebounding teams.
Yeah.
There's a reason for
Yes.
that.
Yeah. So you're saying you would use
Mhm.
a consensus or an axiom, to use the debate term. You would use a consensus or stats, correct?
Yeah. So the problem is
I
the consensus part, right?
1000%
Yeah.
agree. I 1000%
Now,
agree.
with
But you understand the
the disconnect-
consensus would be outside of your own interpretation, which is what I've been arguing. You can't just use this entire time. So you would have to
No,
use.
and I understand that.
Okay, cool. So then that's exactly what I'm saying. So we 100% agree.
But that's what I'm trying. But I'm trying to bridge both sides from this regards, right? When you're trying to
Now,
come to
the
a
way that
consensus,
he
that's
just said that, now that makes me wants to ask the question even more. Oh my god, go ahead, sir.
Now, go ahead,
So
Casual.
that I think I know the question that Cash about to ask. Simply
Casual,
put,
go ahead.
I'm gonna wrap this up quick. So Cash is trying to ask it. Like simply put, like the common consensus, that's the biggest disconnect because people value different things. So in this scenario that you painted out, if we watch the same series and we're trying to determine who's the best player, if one guy has more turnovers than the other guy, and the other guy has more points but less assists, then at that point you're literally exchanging, okay, what is more valuable? And each value is not just uniform because each team and situation is not the same. On this team, I need this nigga to score more, while on this team, I need him to pass more. That's how our teams are built.
Yes.
thank you for breaking it down.
Sturdy, you talking about the two best
High.
players, though, Sturdy. So yeah, so
You just broke it
that's
down.
exactly
What
what
the
I'm
heck?
talking about. Okay, can I give you example? Okay, Viz, so to give you an example, right? If we looked at the what year was that? The 2024 or the 2025? 2025 finals between Shea and Halliburton, right?
Yeah,
There were games where there was games where Halliburton played better, there was games where Shea played better. But because they have two different completely styles of play and have two different the way their teams are built, OKC got there on their defense as a team and Shea with his elite scoring, while the Pacers got there with their elite offense and Halliburton dictating the pace of the game. They got there two completely different ways. So the way you evaluate their value is going to be two different, more so predicated off their play style for their team.
absolutely, I agree.
I can't be like Halliburton had a bad game because he had 30 because that's not his game. Same thing with Shea. I can't say Shea had a bad game because he didn't have 12 assists because that's not his game.
I'm with you, Sturdy. Yeah. So it's all in your judgment. Yeah, I'm with you.
That's literally what I said, bro.
Hey, go ahead, Casual, because I'm talking about it. Good.
Yeah. No. I'm glad you finished. You wrapped up with saying what you said about the up interpretation. And J-Bo, it seems like you you agree with that concept. Okay, so now I just need to clarify.
Wait. What do I agree with?
Okay, that's what I'm about to ask to clarify. Do you think that there is a uniform manner in which you can interpret who performed better on a game-to-game basis?
Do I think there's a uniform, like a consensus? Essentially, you're saying?
No, yeah, like something that you can apply to every single situation and it's going to fit.
It should be, but people are really dumb. So I don't think it always is, but I think there should be. Like, for example, I think it should be a universal consensus that points is the most important, or scoring is the most important thing that you do.
Agreed.
But I don't think every person thinks that, so it's not universal.
I haven't met anybody that doesn't think that.
No, I haven't either.
I've talked to a innumerable amount of people that don't think that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's what I'm saying.
LeBron,
So
Okay.
that's why I took pause what you say universal, because universal
Oh
is
no, I,
means
I
every.
didn't say a uniform. As in, do you believe that there's like a concept, or not even a concept? Do you think that there's a formula that is the way that it's outlined? It fits in every single conversation. So, like for instance, like you said with the points per game, like everybody, majority agrees, because apparently there's some niggas that don't understand
I'm telling
simple
you, bro,
basketball.
niggas are dumb. It's
But
Saki.
okay. So with points per game, majority of us on this panel, or all of us on this panel, we understand that points is the goal of the game, right? Okay. But in some series, someone shot more efficiently than the other. However, the context that within that is he's also on a hyper efficient offense to where he can have easier shots come his way versus his competition, who's having to go up against that efficient offense with a significantly least efficient offense, and still able to put forth the same amount of points just on less efficiency. So at that point, what is the uniform way to break down who performed better?
The uniform way to break down.
This
Dude,
nigga Cat is a woman.
Right.
there's an issue.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Viz. This is probably the most interesting basketball conversation
This
I done had
hold
all
on,
week.
damn.
No, it's good, but I just
Casual. I
think
gotta take a call. Ask me this question when I come back.
hold on,
Okay,
Cass, my
okay.
man Cass
Thank you,
staying
man.
with the Einstein shit. I like it though, Cass. It's good shit though. It's good
The
shit.
reason why I'm asking this question is because
No, it's
the
a good
conversation
question.
that y'all, the conversation that y'all having earlier was centered around a thought process of what should be, or how everything should go lined up. And in my opinion, I think that's simply the disconnect between, the LeBron side and the Jordan side. Is Jordan side thinks that the way in which you do things should be, it should be fundamental. It should be something that is like practice from start to finish, right? And so what LeBron has done goes against the grain of almost every single like fundamental value that basketball players have had, or basketball fans have thought what should be within like a GOAT conversation. And versus what the LeBron side believes is basketball is it's not a lockstep type of concept. Every situation is different. So everyone has different reasons for doing the things that they can. You can't hold them accountable for that. So the reason why I'm asking this question is because now we're getting to like the core of a conversation around just basketball concepts. Should there be shit that is just a uniform concept, or can we can we agree that basketball is like, it's
gotta be that. It don't
it's
gotta
complex.
be that. It don't gotta be that. Yeah, it don't gotta be that complex. I think with the combination of what you said and what you see, that should give you everything you need to know. I think we make basketball way too intricate than it is. It's not that simple. I'm not really a big analytic guy. For the analytic people, I think they like that shit. But it's real simple. If you just watch both of these players are elite at what they do. It's just when you do this player comparison, no matter who it is, like if you're doing Wilt and Bill comparisons, it's just how nasty it gets sometimes with that. And that's why I think just being a basketball fan, it should be the best way to just analyze it, just watching the games and analyzing it the best way you can. I think it's enough evidence for all these players to tell who's better. And at the end of the day, I know, particular group of people, like if you mention winning, they're going to run to Bill Russell. But at the end of the day, it's whatever you do to put your team in the best position to win. I mean, you play to win. So
I've been saying this the whole time though. Like,
Yeah, I
all I do
literally
is
just
watch
explained
the
that
game.
like the simplest
Really
way.
watch the game to analyze
And
it.
basketball is it's situational, bro. Like it
that's
always
why I
been
think Mike's a
situational.
better winner than Jordan. I mean, better winner than
And
LeBron.
that's why I
basically.
always ask people, did you play basketball? Because I feel like if you played, you like somebody said, I'm not gonna say that's to say it all, be it all, but if you played basketball, you understand it a little bit better if you play at high levels because you playing.
I don't think
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you know more than somebody,
I want to
but
say
you
something.
understand
I want to
it a
say
little bit
something real
better.
quick in relation to that, and then I want Casual to ask me the question again because I had to take the call. Yes, you have your experience could assist in the argument that you're making, but it doesn't determine. But it doesn't determine the validity of your argument.
Nah, that's why I said it
It's
ain't
not the
say it
end
all,
all
be it
be
all.
all.
But
So
It's not
like,
the end all be
yeah,
all.
I know. I'm not
Regardless.
saying. I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. I'm more putting an add on or putting my own interpretation of what you said. So like, I could
How
be a
about this? How about this? How
I
about
could
this?
I could
Let me
be
ask you a question.
Hold on, let him
How
finish.
can somebody that never played basketball
stop
tell you how difficult a shot is?
Everybody in here play basketball,
Matter of
man.
fact,
No, I'm not talking about nobody in here. I'm talking about in
just
general.
casual. Can you ask me the question you asked me again before I had to take the talk? Like this nigga, I was trying to talk and this nigga.
Yeah, no, Now I want to add my interpretation on what you. I 1000% agree. Just because you played at a higher level doesn't mean that your opinion isn't valid, but it doesn't make your opinion more valid than the next man just simply because you played and they didn't at a certain level.
Exactly. What was your question?
Yeah, so I was trying to think of an example, but I couldn't in time. But basically, a player A scores 31 points, 61% true shooting, right? He's on a significantly like more efficient offense that it contributes to him shooting at that level of efficiency, right?
Like Kevin Durant on the Warriors.
Perfect. You getting it? Yeah. That's I think that's a good one. All right, Bron would be player B. Player scores similar amount of points. I think he scored like 32, but lesser efficiency, primarily because the offense is not conducive to as much of a efficient like basketball game than KD was. So
Yep.
What is the uniform way to decipher who was better in that series?
Well, you wouldn't be able to just use the numbers that you would be referencing there. You have to use all of the numbers, and then you would actually also have to watch the film. That would be, but again, it's like, that would be the best way.
No. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, J-Bo. I'm saying the way in which you just said it's not just as cut and dry as just using this stat and this stat. You have to also watch the game, and then within you watching the game, there may be some parallels in terms of like the defensive impact that Bron or KD's providing that makes you say, "Oh, okay, well he contributed in that manner." But that doesn't go across the board for every single person because there's series where Curry impacted offensively. We know damn well he ain't impacting on the defensive end the way that KD does. So the same statistic that you would find that would help contribute to your thought process of KD being so impactful defensively in that finals is not going to do the same for Curry. So that's what I'm saying. There's not a uniform manner. It's up for interpretation.
I'm acting like Curry a liability.
I said that.
I'll let Curry talk about
I said at the beginning there isn't really actually the only thing that I think oh my gosh. The only thing I don't know. I think the only thing that all people that play any sport really agree on, the only thing really, is that being the main reason for your team finding success is the most important, most impactful thing you can do as a player. Because that's literally what you're playing.
So did somebody just say something about points per game or something? 'Cause I see people in the chats kind of saying that.
So that's
They said that was a part of the example that I brought to J-Bo because we agreed that. Hold on, what is that? Oh, that's Viz. Viz, mute up.
My bad.
Nigga at the club.
Nigga at the club at 11 a.m.
It's 12 o'clock. This nigga at a strip club. What's wrong with him?
I'm in the gym.
Nah, James. What we were saying was basically there's concepts that we all share. Like it's like more for the most part, it's unanimous that points is an indicator of like impact. The more points that you can score, you're at like, you know what I'm saying? You have a significant advantage compared to the next man. But then the conversation that I was having with J-Bo was, well, add that on top of some other stuff. What is a uniform manner that you can be able to use to decipher who's better on every single case? Like it fits the shoe of every single situation.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to see.
I don't think there is a metric that you can use.
We got different play styles, dog. So I think it comes real messy because not every player is the same. Not every game is the same.
I'm just trying to see though, like if the points only matter, right? Because a lot of Jordan fans are notorious for doing these things, right? When we're talking about who's better, they only mention points per game. they only talk about points, right?
Points.
But the conversation
I mean,
earlier about the
there's also a lot of
versatility.
Jordan fans that say LeBron couldn't survive in the '90s. So we just gotta weed them out at that point, right?
Say that one more time.
I said there's
Oh,
also a lot of Jordan fans that
oh,
say LeBron couldn't survive in the '90s, so we kind of gotta just weed them out at that point, right?
no, I'm just saying though, like I don't really like to separate the argument, right? If we're gonna talk about points per game, we need to talk about everything else. That means steals per game, blocks per game, rebounds per game, the totals. We need to discuss everything.
Just
And then
basketball
to me,
wise.
that lends to versatility, right? Because that
Yeah.
shows you who's doing more on the basketball court. So I'm not understanding the points per game thing, but how would that just mean he's more versatile?
The interesting thing about the versatility conversation, if you want to specifically reference like LeBron and MJ, is that if you come to different conclusions based off of what you're referencing. If you're referencing like what you're watching, I would say based off of what I've seen, LeBron is more versatile, but he's not more versatile statistically, which is the very interesting point.
What the fuck?
Bro.
You mean? Can you explain it?
What the hell does that mean?
Bro,
Wait, hold on.
Let him explain.
Hold on, right quick. Hold on.
When I say someone's more versatile, when I say
Hold on, J-Bo. Are you saying like on a per game basis, or are you saying in the totality?
Well, I'm talking about per game, and if I'm referencing per game, I'm referencing totals as well, because you can't get your per games without totals. But when I say someone's more versatile statistically, it means that they fulfill majority of the statistical metrics over the other person.
Right.
If you just look at the stats, you would come to the conclusion that Michael Jordan would have to be more
I have a
versatile
question.
Well, if you go by the per game stats, I guess.
J-Bo, how do you gauge playmaking, man? Do you do that with stats?
No, it's the same way I said you would determine everything else, bro.
Wait. Bro, what the fuck?
J-Bo,
what the fuck, J-Bo?
Bro, give him a real answer, bro.
Did you not hear what I just said?
Give him a real answer.
You find a way to dodge everything, brother.
I haven't dodged
deflect. That's like the only way.
Let him say it again.
I said it's the same. I said it's the same way. I've said that you would determine.
So how are we gonna gauge their versatility as a playmaker with stats?
What, bro? Oh my fucking God.
Bro,
you brought up stats. You said stats wise versatility. Like you said something about gauging versatility with stats, and it's not that far apart.
No, that's not what he said. That's not what he said about. That's not what he said.
So what are we talking about? So what are we talking about stats for?
What he is saying is that statistical numbers alone, it won't nearly express the magnitude that LeBron has in terms of his versatility compared to Jordan. So when we talk about
saying it the right way, okay.
Yes, exactly. So what he's actually saying. Say it again.
I said thank you.
What he's saying is there's more to the basketball like discussion than just mentioning statistical numbers. That's why when people mention that Bron is more versatile and they immediately go to statistical numbers, it actually hurts Bron more than it helps Bron, because it doesn't accurately depict how versatile Bron is compared to NBA.
So he was speaking on LeBron.
Well, actually, you can just go to the totals. The totals will tell you exactly how much LeBron is.
That's exactly.
If you go by, I think the problem is people are thinking that we're saying points per game, but if you go by totals, you can clearly see who's more versatile. I don't think it's close.
Well, totals are included in your average.
I got
That's the reason why I said that, right? Because
no real shit. I got the universal.
All I heard was points per game.
It's very simple.
Wait, J-Bo.
I didn't hear nothing else.
Yeah, points per game
is the reason why I said.
Per game stats is not an actual number; it's a roundabout.
So I don't know why.
Now, of course, I'll give Jordan the steals, right?
I don't know why.
I'll give Jordan steals, right? He averages more steals. He has more steals all the time. I'll give him that. But anything else, it's not even fucking close, bro.
Yeah. So
like I said, y'all was sitting there talking about the watching the film and stuff like that, bro. It's literally not enough film to even go off on Michael Jordan. It's sort of like a prominent version of Bill Russell. You know how it's little film on Bill Russell to watch, but people can still say, "Hey, I value his greatness." right?
Yeah.
No, this
It's
is a
not that much
Jordan
film on Jordan
film.
like
This
They
that,
about
just
to
but
this
don't
people
about
will
do
to
it
get
still
enough.
nasty.
go around and say
Yeah,
he's
this
the
about to get
greatest player.
nasty.
Nah, wait, J-Bo, you like you value points per game
I'm
Damn,
gonna
over
casual.
totals, right?
I'm gonna finish what
Get
I'm
off the
gonna
wheels,
finish.
casual.
Niggas,
Wait,
what? Son,
hold
y'all
on,
gotta
hold on,
stop
wait,
blaming me for shit
hold
like
on,
this,
hold on,
man.
hold
I
on,
ain't
hold
even.
on.
So I'm
Wait, now,
not sure.
J-Bo, you
I'm not,
value points per game more
bro.
than
Oh my gosh.
totals, right? Or no? I'm just
Hold
asking a
on.
question.
Yes,
Like, what
I'm
do
trying
you?
to finish my statement, and then you can ask me your question. So again,
Say your statement.
so again, I'm not sure why people. I think E-Man said in the chat that I didn't say exactly what Casual just said. I actually verbatim said that. I said that even though I would come to the conclusion that LeBron is more versatile based off of what I've seen, if you look at the numbers, it wouldn't say the same thing. So now ask me your question.
I said you value points per game over totals, right? Yes or no?
Average points per
I'm just
game.
asking.
Average points per game over total points. Yes.
Okay.
Given the fact that your points per game has a sufficient amount of like numbers, right? Like I don't care about your points per game in like 1 year in relation to total points. Does it make sense?
I would say I would. For me, I think points per game is a little misleading. My example would be that Kobe Bryant is 18th all time in points per game. He is behind Bob Pettit, and I don't think that I don't think that Bob Pettit is a better scorer than Kobe Bryant. I think Kobe Bryant is a better scorer because he has 30,000 points. I think the totals is gonna actually tell you who's a great scorer, who can put the ball in the hole. Now, how you put the ball in the hole is determined, or how long you did it. There's different sample sizes of games and games played. And we also know that averages, you cannot have a total without an average. I mean, you cannot have an average without a total. Your average is based on your total number of games and your total number of points. So the average is kind of like,
It's
it's
vice
kind of
versa, though,
misleading
Ron.
because
It's vice versa.
Hold on.
Hey,
you can get it. You don't need an average.
I wanna respond to this.
Let me
hold on right quick.
finish
Hold on
before
right
you
quick.
cut me off, please. Let me
Hey,
finish before you
Clax,
cut me off.
Clax. I'm glad you brought that up, bro, because you can look at and to be honest, and this is not me choosing a side in this argument, right? But to me, points per game clearly favors Michael Jordan, right? But like you were just saying, you can have a guy that played 20 years like a Tim Duncan. We seen how this man points per game just kept going down the more he played, but then you got a guy like LeBron, he's averaged 20 points his whole fucking career,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. So hopefully I'll be able to finish what I'm saying here.
I didn't finish. Go ahead.
Do you want to finish? Go ahead.
No. Go ahead, J-Bo. You good?
Okay. So when I say points per game is a better indication than totals, it would be because what you're trying to determine is how dominant someone is on every single.
You cut out, bro.
Did I cut
You
out?
cut out, J-Bo. You cut out.
Yeah.
So what you're trying to determine is how dominant someone is every time they step on the floor. The best indication of that is what you do per game, which is what averages are referencing. And if you're so,
I don't agree with that though. I don't agree with that.
Let him finish.
No. Hold on, man. I don't agree with that, bro.
Okay, let me know when I can finish.
Like I said, you're saying points per game is gonna determine how impactful you were more than someone else.
No, that's
and
not
like
what
I
I
was
said.
just saying,
That's not what I
points
said.
per game clearly only helps Michael Jordan now because
that's not what
he
I said.
has the highest points per game all time.
That is definitely not what I just said. You can
At
replay your live.
least if you're gonna use points per game, at least clarify like average and like your peak, not like your total career point per game.
No, but the thing
We
about points per
cannot be
game,
using that.
I just want to finish my sentence.
Go ahead. Let him finish, and then
I gotta let him finish. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Go ahead and finish.
So when I made a claim that points, first of all, I never made a claim that points per game is the way you determine who's a greater scorer. Whoever said that in response, I never said that. That's part of it. That's part of the way you determine it, but that's not the only way you determine it. That's one. Two, in relation to points per game, the reason that points per game would be a greater indication than your totals is because it's a better determination of what you do on a game by game basis, which is the best way to determine who you are as a player. By referencing totals, you're giving a drastic unfair advantage to those that play significantly longer. So if you want to use totals, I'm fine with you. I'm fine with using totals, but then we need to make it an even conversation that we're talking about. So you would have to use totals with around the same amount of years or games played, and then see within that time frame who had the higher totals.
So
If
why
you
wouldn't
do,
you do that with the averages, or would you have to take away somebody's game? I think when you talk about averages, Michael Jordan didn't score 30 points a
Every
game.
night. He
that's
He
didn't.
that
scored.
I was
doesn't.
finna ask him
He
that too. I was
averaged
finna
out the
ask him
30
that.
points. So
That's just a.
so he
I'm
didn't
trying.
he
I'm
didn't
trying to
and
figure
score.
out
He
how to
didn't
say
score.
and I don't think
Can I go?
totals help out, and I don't think totals help out everyone because it's been players that played 20 years and they didn't average a lot
It's like,
or put up a
bro.
near the amount of
It's
totals
like what
that certain
it's
other
like what
guys
I'm
did
saying is
playing
not being
longer.
understood, and I
Well,
So I
try to
was.
say
well,
this.
hold on, Ron? Can I respond to that,
Oh
Ron?
my
No.
God!
Hold
Oh
on, hold
my
on, hold on, hold
fucking
on, hold
God,
on. It's
bro!
definitely
Everybody
being
was
God
understood.
damn.
responding, but the nigga that
The truth
Michael
is,
Jordan only played 15 years. Hold on, right quick, bro. Michael Jordan
God
only
damn.
played 15 years, so him playing less time what you guys love the points per game is gonna help him out more because if he played 20 fucking plus years like everyone else, well, I'm not everyone else, but certain other guys did, he's not gonna average 30 points per
Okay,
game
so
still.
then why does
Because we saw
LeBron
that
have why
his
does
last
LeBron
few
have lower
years
average?
on the Bulls, and we saw that with the Wizards.
So
Ask the
then what?
question
So
again,
so
J-Bo.
so so then why would we make the years even for Michael Jordan and LeBron? Does LeBron still have lower
You
averages?
going a year by year basis?
Yeah.
Because we're not going to take away from
Why
LeBron's
would we make
career
the
Okay,
years
so
even?
to
so
fit your.
this is so,
So I
so
would say
yeah, so
this.
so you're saying taking away 7 years of LeBron's career doesn't make sense. Okay, I agree. The
Ye-
same way, the
No.
same
What I'm
way
saying,
that
what I'm
oh
saying
my
is that
fucking
you made a
gosh, bro.
statement saying
Oh
that
my gosh.
you made a statement
Oh my
saying that
gosh.
someone plays longer, right? You made that statement, right? Someone playing longer, the totals will help them. And I just showed you where guys played longer and they didn't get
I'm
30,000
not gonna
points.
lie. What I said about playing longer helps your totals is just a fact. I don't know what
but
you mean by
there's
that.
just so many
But
other
So
things
how
so
is
that
that a
that
go
fact
that's
in.
though?
true. That's it helps your totals, but it hurts your averages. We
total
understand that. We
because
get
to,
that.
because
Unless you
total
can
so
sustain
because
your
totals are
average,
added
unless you can sustain it,
hold on, let me just
which
ask a
nobody's
question.
ever been able to do, but
Let me
one
just
man.
the
Bro,
rate the
both of
way the
these
And
way
that's my
metrics
the way
fucking
Y'all
point.
so
bro
disingenuous, man. It's
yo
crazy.
Joe, so the way totals are always benefited by playing longer is because totals are additive. So if you're doing a certain level of production every single game and you're playing longer and longer and longer, your totals are going to go up.
Yeah, but
Your
Dang.
your
but
your your
yeah,
your total your total hold
Let him finish, bro. Just let him finish. Then he gonna cry.
God.
Please just let him finish.
Your totals are not ever going to go down. They're only
correct.
going to go up. Your averages can fluctuate, which is why when you're trying to determine these things, I believe that the best way to determine it, unless there's a drastic difference, unless there's a change in the averages, given the fact that amount of years played, is to take their career averages. If the career averages align with what the career averages would be with the same amount of years played, that's the best representation of who would be more statistically dominant.
Well, I don't.
Just
The reason I don't agree is because, like LeBron James is obviously a different case. He was able to sustain. You went to number of games when you talked about totals, but you have to have the number of games in averages as well. You cannot have an average without
so,
determining the total number
Ron.
of
Don't
games
cut him off,
and the
bro.
total
Don't cut him
number
off. He
of
ain't cutting him
points.
off. Don't cut him
So
off.
the total number of points and the total number of games is how you get the average. So, for example, if Luka Doncic averages 37 this season, he will probably that will put him like number one at points per game. And if he retires, would we say because he played? If he retires today, or does he need more longevity in order to be the greatest scorer, or not the greatest scorer, but a great be the determining factor? Will points per game be the determining factor if Luka's number one
Okay,
within his career? Like
so
so that's what
I
you said was,
always
let me finish. Let me finish. You said it fluctuates, and I do agree that it fluctuates. It goes up and down. But I think it's a greater testament if you're able to keep it even kill for a longer period of time. If you're able to keep it at a certain level for the longest period of time, that's something that we've never seen before. Nobody plays 20 years and average 25 over 25 points per game. It's just never happened before. So I think those things, along with the totals, I'm not saying that the averages don't count. Yes, you should use the averages along with the totals, but obviously you need total games, you need total points in order to get either one.
if you have a sufficient amount of averages, saying that you need to do it alongside totals makes no sense. The reason it doesn't make sense is if I broke this down in like a math equation, you would be saying totals divided by games plus totals. That doesn't make any sense. That literally doesn't make any sense. The reason you
Where
referenced
did I
Luka,
say this?
I don't. Has Luka played 10 years?
No, he's played 8.
Nah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I
Slade needs
said,
longevity.
okay.
Slade needs longevity.
Hold on. Oh my gosh.
Bro, can we go back to real basketball?
I've
This is
I've
basketball reference shit,
I've
bro.
said I've
I'm
said
just asking, does he need longevity in order to?
I've simply said yeah. There's a certain there needs to be a sufficient amount of averages. I've always said
Yes,
the
league counted it as 400 games. The league's
This is
minimum is 400 games, J-Bo.
Why did you just do that? Why did you just
guys.
do that?
We know
Why
how
did
to
you
read
do that?
basketball reference,
Okay.
bro. We can get into way better depth on
yes,
guys.
I've always said sufficient amount or averages that I deem sufficient would be a decade worth of averages. That's what I've always said. So
Well,
we're
the league has a minimum games. I think it's 400 or 500 games that you have to play in order to get on that list. But if Luka retires after averaging 37, he will be the leader in points per game for forever. And it wouldn't. Would that make him? Would you use that to determine whether he's the greatest scorer or one of the best scorers? Or you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you shouldn't use points per game, but I don't think it's better than your actual career totals because that's what you actually accumulated. Every bucket counts.
I feel like I just answered.
Wait. Can I ask one
I feel like
question?
I'm not asking you a question. What I'm saying,
just asked me a question.
It was rhetorical. It was rhetorical.
Okay.
I wasn't asking you to answer. So what I'm saying is the total is the actual number that you scored in your career, the actual number, points per game. LeBron has averaged 27, 7, and 7, has never had a game with 27, 7, and 7. Is that a real depiction of what he's doing on the floor when he's never actually had a game with those averages, even though he averaged that?
That doesn't make sense because I could use that same argument with the totals.
Right?
I can use that same exact argument with totals.
Before we go down this,
Use the example.
When did he have over
Hey,
40,000
J-Bo, I got a
points?
question to ask you, right?
When did he have
I got a
over
question for
40,000?
you.
When he scored over
So
40,000?
do you think Will Chamberlain is a more dominant scorer than Kobe Bryant?
I don't do pre-merger.
bro, can I ask a question next?
Well, he doesn't have a GOAT list. There's no GOAT list without everybody in the NBA.
Before we go down
I
this
said
basketball,
that before I even came on the panel.
No, I respect that.
we're gonna go down a basketball reference rabbit hole, right? Do we agree that there's way better ways to gauge how someone is as like a scorer outside of total points and points per game?
Yes.
Like, there's like so much better ways, not just stats viz. I know you guys only know how to read basketball reference. There's a little bit more to that, bro.
I'm just
You
responding
just
to what
said
Ron
year by
said.
year stuff. No, I'm saying
Would you
like,
say
bro,
Ron responded to
we
deep
could talk
dive,
about
please, though?
coverages. We could talk about translations.
J-Bo.
We could talk about how your scoring impacts your team.
Yeah, but that gets
Instead, we're talking about fucking points per game.
That it gets nasty and people lie. Then you have to throw on film, and then you have to go through all these other things to say that, oh, he was getting double teamed here, or he was getting coverages here. Now you're going through. Now we have to look at the game.
But Jordan,
Well,
Now we
we
got to
can
go
expose
in
'cause
depth.
we've
If
been
we're going to go
looking,
that in
that's the
depth, then we
thing.
got to turn the game on.
Yeah, you got
We've
to
been
There's no
looking.
way. There's no way you're
We've
going to
been
be like,
debunking
oh,
this
well, he
shit
saw
because-
this coverage, and they're going to agree.
I know, but
Yeah,
this
what y'all be
basketball reference,
debunking,
like
man?
rabbit hole, is like nasty as fuck.
But
Like,
it's just
we
going
all
to be
know
a
how to
different rabbit
read.
hole. If you want to go down a different rabbit hole, that's cool.
We
but we're going to
know
go
how
down
to
a rabbit
read
hole, whether
these
you like it or
things,
not.
bro. You gotta do like Dirk, who's like a 20 point per game scorer. Is that truly gonna indicate his totals are higher than most people? Is he that high? No. It's
Dirk
just,
was a
it's kind
great
of weird.
scorer. I'm confused.
Nah, but
That's why I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not on neither one of y'all's side. I don't think
Well, then
that
go
you
ahead,
should
man.
use the
Go
entire
ahead, man.
career.
Clock
I don't
out.
think you should use the entire career average because some of the years on some of these players where they're playing, but they're not their form of themselves.
They shouldn't be there
caliber of
then.
player that they were for the
That
rest
is
of
them.
No,
Oh,
that's
not a form of themselves. That's them.
Kobe Bryant got drafted in 1996. When we refer to the caliber of score that Kobe is, we're primarily talking about 2001 to 2013. So why would I use his career average where it says he only scored 24 when I could point to the years that he was within his prime, the form of himself that we refer to, where he averaged 27 to 28. Why would I be disingenuous to do that?
Well, then that would mean you would be only going by his prime scoring or his peak scoring, and not necessarily his career scoring.
No, it would be his prime, because peak would be like his 1 to 3 years. Yeah,
1 to 3 years.
But what I'm saying is, if you're gonna judge that, then that would be your peak, well, I guess prime scoring. But which would just say that you were a better scorer in your prime, and then we would have to go down another rabbit hole. Who's defending you? How are you being guarded? What's going on?
That's way better though. To gauge it. That's how you properly should gauge it.
That would properly contextualize Kobe's scoring via the competition that he went up against, and he was able to put forth the output that he did. Yeah, it would. Actually,
That's how we do it, bro.
And the same thing with Dirk, and the same thing with Dirk as well, because Dirk putting up the numbers that he did during his prime, going up against the quality of defenders and defenses that he did, and still translating well, that would be far more of an accurate depiction than the 20 points per game he averages for his career or whatever.
Yes, bro.
I mean, it get messy too with that though, Casual, because you got different eras, different schemes, and all
That's
that
what
stuff.
I said. That's what I said. You're gonna have to actually go and. I do agree.
But I ain't gonna lie to you. I always is disconnected with you when you say that, because that's what the whole conversation of basketball all time is about. We're supposed to contextualize the era that these players played in, and that they were able to be anomalies amongst anomalies even within their era.
Yeah, Casual.
Like, yeah, sure.
That's why I don't play
sure.
the GOAT debate thing, because I think it get crazy.
Also,
I think what I think, and I keep it at that.
You're asking people to watch basketball games. They don't want to do that. They want to read stats, and that's just easier to do.
Hey,
for
man,
people,
what if
bro.
people watch the games, dog? Y'all kill me with this. What if people watched it and still come up with what they come up with? Well, then what?
Yeah, but you told me that you watched it and made like a school project on it. You were like 9, bro.
Dog, I watched basketball through my whole life, bro. It's like, how many you want niggas to watch it?
I know, but you wasn't breaking down basketball.
Nah, you did say that the other day, though, Viz. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I did a project with Michael
I know
Jordan. I
you were
was
trying to be funny, but look, let's be real.
I'm not, dog.
At that age, you wasn't like really trying to break down the just trying to come to these.
2012, 2013. What year do you want? I've been watching basketball, watching these games. You just started doing this. We've been doing this, dog.
I know you love LeBron. I know you watched a lot of LeBron.
Yes, he might go.
Yo, why can't we just? Wait, why can't we just?
Because
we might have to go
you're
back
talking to
and
people
watch,
that have been
bro.
watching games for years.
Why
Dog.
can't
You
we
just started watching basketball.
All right, so I guess he's been breaking down basketball since he started watching. I don't know.
Hey JJ, what you got on this, bro?
No, what I'm saying is, why can't we just compare them as players at their peak, like peak for peak? Why don't we do that and it's just like just go from there instead of using like a points per game or a total?
Because even mentioning peak, you still have to contextualize.
Nah,
even when
the film, bro. That's why you have to watch the film.
I know what you want. I agree.
Players.
Film watching this should be mandatory.
I watched it, bro. You have to. That's what I'm saying. You
Dog,
have
people
to.
be watching
You
film,
can't
hate
just
watching this shit. Y'all not breaking no games down. Y'all be sitting over there. Look, he missing this. Look at that. He not playing no defense. That's not
What are you
breaking down.
talking about? Why do you say y'all? Like, bro, you gotta stay out these spaces, bro. You're in the
I'm in the spaces that you in.
Anyways,
Us watching games that you been watching. My games is not being in there.
To gauge
I've worked to my debt, Manny.
You can't just look at it. Points per game. He averages more points per game. Oh, that's
watching that shit with you.
Contextualize it.
Nah.
I'm not with y'all. I'm sorry, bro. I do my shit with JJ.
That's what I was saying. Me and him doing it in the Discord or something.
Philly James, I literally been in one of your lives before you was watching
do
the
it in
game.
the
This nigga just be lying, bro. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Yeah, he don't be watching
this.
this. I'm not gonna lie. He don't watch this.
Anyways, if you're looking at it, he has more points per game. That's not how you gauge basketball. You have to look at the coverages they're getting. You have to look how effective their scoring is in that game. You have to look at like everything, but it's not just points per game, man.
Hey, JJ, can I ask you something, JJ?
In the game. What, bro?
JJ, do you think anybody can stop LeBron James?
Necessarily, no.
Okay, so if you're a great player, none of these great players are being stopped, dog. So how good is the defense like that outside of your team defense? Yeah, you can watch team defense.
What do you mean? I mean,
because nobody's stopping LeBron 1-on-1, dog. Let's be real here.
Schemes and coverages stop players.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I just said. So you're talking about the team aspect. Yeah, you can have team aspect and defenses like that.
What else?
That's what we have to gauge, bro.
That's what we're talking about.
Okay, then. And if there's schemes, hold on. If there's schemes and stuff that can stop LeBron, and then player B got schemes and stuff that can't stop him, Who would you think is more superior breaking down the offense?
Wait,
the guy
who
that's
do you
getting
think
stopped or the guy
has
that's not
schemes
getting
that?
Who's player
stopped?
B?
Wait, who do you
Who's
think
player
has
B?
schemes that? Wait,
Who is
yeah,
player
who's player
B?
B?
Who's player
Anybody.
B?
Who the fuck is that?
Luka Doncic. Luka.
Luka can be,
Nah, he's
but
been
we
stopped
saw
I'm
in
many
this
just
times.
Ron, I'm
He's
just giving
doing
Ron.
that.
I'm just giving a random scenario, Ron. I'm
Well,
just giving a
and
random scenario.
well, he was shut
That
down by the
random
Celtics.
scenario wouldn't
I'm not.
apply because he's been shut down.
He was
So
Yeah, he's
terrible
been
against
shut
the
down.
Celtics.
obviously,
See, here
Viz
we
was
go.
referring to Jordan. So, Viz, I don't know if you
Hey,
know.
dude, put anybody
Just
in that
because,
position. Even it don't gotta be Mike.
Viz, I know. Just so that you
Allen
know,
Iverson. There was no defense
you
stopping
think
Allen Iverson in
winning
his
a
prime.
game? Wait, hold on. You
was
think
also
just
shut down.
because you win a series doesn't it means that you
That's not
weren't
what I
shut
think.
down or something?
That's not what I think.
That's literally what you're going off of.
Wait,
Like,
so
No, that's
bro,
not.
come on, bro.
Wait,
You're
so
very
Viz,
simple-minded, so I know that's it.
Viz,
No,
I have
that's
a
you,
question.
dog.
No, Viz, I have a question.
No.
So, are you trying to say that
What's
Luka's
up,
a
dude?
better, like a more dominant scorer than LeBron?
JJ, I was just naming any player. No, that's not what I'm saying.
But it doesn't
We was
apply.
talking about defense here. We were talking about what you saying about defense, and when I asked you the question, when I asked
I'm
you,
talking
if
about
you have a
coverages,
player,
yeah.
okay. When I asked you about LeBron, nobody's stopping LeBron. Nobody's stopping KD. Nobody's really going to shut these guys out completely. You got schemes and defenses that could slow
that's
some
what
of
we're
these
talking
players
about.
down based
Yeah.
on what their offensive skill set have. If you have a player B and player A, it could be anybody. Ja Morant, motherfucker Tyrese Maxey. Ja Morant is a one-way downhill type of guy. You could
but
probably
we
put a
s-
wall up and slow him down.
but
You got somebody
Viz-
like Maxey who you really can't slow down.
But-
Who's going to be more effective in the game, Maxey or Ja
But-
Morant?
But Viz, we seen in
Yeah, that's
some
not-
we seen in certain series where we
not
seen
how
in
it
certain
works.
him.
no
It is how it worked, though.
We seen in
Please
certain
stop, man.
series.
Maxie got locked up.
We seen
I'm not saying that, but we're talking about play styles here. I know I'm talking
Bro,
about the play style.
even
here.
if you
And how
limit
defense,
someone's
and what
scoring-
defense your play style,
But look,
how
but
your
look,
how your play style
offense-
is affected to defense.
That's Viz. That's why offense is not just scoring. So, say if your scoring is getting limited, there's other ways to impact the offense. If
Bro,
you
you're
raise
telling me
the
something I
playmaking
know before you
higher,
was born, boss. I know this stuff. You're not saying enough. Yes, I'm aware of that, bro.
Viz,
Wait,
you're like
wait, you don't think
36,
a guy
bro.
like John
You're not
Morant
that
or a guy
old.
like
I'm not. I'm
Maxey
older
gets
than that,
out?
boss. I'm not.
Yeah.
You don't
You
think
act
that
like
guy
you're like
I'm older
50,
than that. I'm
60
older than that,
wise
though.
as fuck, bro. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Yeah, and you're like 20,
You
dog.
are
You
an
think you know the
older
game. You don't know that. You don't
social
understand the
media-
game like
Bro,
you,
bro,
boss.
You are an older
don't understand the
social media
game like that,
troll,
dog.
gang. Like, I'm not gonna see you as
so-
a
And I can
wise
talk
older
seriously
man.
So
too, though.
Viz-
Yeah, I troll.
so
and I
Viz, I
can
got a
talk. I've been here chilling the
So
whole
Viz, I
time,
got a question.
talking serious.
So Viz,
Yo,
I got
by
a
the
just
way,
coming up
once
question.
here
we
to
started
argue
talking
and
about
stuff.
breaking
Viz,
down
I got
actual
one question
basketball
for you.
coverages,
You don't know how to break the
notice
game
that,
down,
right?
dog.
Viz,
You
I got
don't.
one
You
question
don't
for
know how
you.
to talk about LeBron.
Viz,
You don't know
I
how to
got
break
one
no
question
games
for
down,
you.
dog.
Yeah,
Viz, I
sure,
got one
buddy.
question for you.
What's up, dog?
So just because you're older than E-Man or some, just because you're older than him, that means you know how to break down a basketball game better than him.
Yes, dog. I study the game.
No, the
Yes,
fuck
I can
that
put on the game right now and I break
matters.
the game. I don't need.
That's just
My live
delusional,
stream.
gang.
I don't come on. I'm not on TikTok to be breaking down and educating y'all guys on film study. You got plenty of live streams up here that did that.
Yo,
I
Chris,
come over here and give you the historical
let-
context of what happened. That's how I move. I'm not on here to give no live breakdowns. If y'all want that, y'all can request that and I can
No,
do a live
but
breakdown
Viz,
for y'all
you
guys.
said
Do
a
it,
guy like
do
Pretty
it.
sure I
AI,
don't
a guy
talk
like
basketball
John
better than y'all
Morant.
Hey,
guys.
Armani,
AI is
Armani,
gonna
I
you
was
said
just giving you an example.
you said it was no defense to stop AI.
Bro,
For the most part, no.
Come on, gang.
oh my
This
god.
nigga's delusional,
What
bro.
defense was stopping? The 2-3 didn't
I
stop
ain't
him.
gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
The
When he
2-3
played
didn't
against the
stop him.
Spurs game, when he played against the Spurs, he got boss game.
One game though. How many times he gave the Spurs 30?
And
Come on,
what?
dude. Come on, dude. AI tortured the West. What you talking about?
Look at the
I ain't gonna
shots
lie.
he's
So
taking.
what's the
They're
definition
terrible
of
shots.
torture, gang?
They're
What's the
terrible
definition of
shots.
torture?
He's not torturing them.
This nigga
Okay.
shooting below
Okay.
league average like every
Bro,
fucking
he-
playoff. I don't
So
know.
let me ask
Hitting
you a
him on
question.
negative vision,
Let me
that's
ask you
not
a question,
torture.
right?
That nigga
So
said
we
one
know
game like it was
AI
the
is
whole
a
series.
very inefficient player, right? But what are we going off of saying that he's not like you know what I'm saying, he's this unstoppable player, points per game?
Well, like for somebody like Iverson, you can just watch it and see.
Yeah.
Relentless. He could be Iverson could have a game shooting 5 for 20, and they still giving him the attention to defense. They're not sagging off Iverson. They still don't double teams at him because at any given point he can go off and take the game over with. Y'all guys know, Ron.
Why
You
he
know.
didn't do it then?
Same thing
Yeah,
with Cole.
that's,
It's been plenty. Why he didn't do it? Okay. You must ain't
But
watching.
we don't see him
Okay,
really
cool.
rise as
Cool.
a playmaker. He more just still
But-
takes these
but Viz,
No, no,
Viz,
no.
don't you think?
Hey.
Wait,
AI
wait,
can't
Viz.
be
Hey, hold
being
on,
a
JJ.
playmaker. Emphasize
Hold on,
scoring,
JJ.
then going back
Hey,
to being a
hey,
Bro,
playmaker.
I
Biz.
know y'all.
Oh
Bro, I
my
know y'all hear the
god.
loudest voice
Hey,
on here
Biz, you
talking,
know why
bro.
I'm asking you that, right?
Go ahead.
You know why I'm asking you that, right? Because the man quite literally was damn inefficient pretty much every damn year of his career. But we all know when 2011 gets brought up for LeBron and he averaged 17.8. 48% from the field. People say he didn't, play well. And I'm just trying to figure out, is it the
It
points
was more
per
so his
game that people
aggression.
isolate? Huh?
It was more so his aggression, and LeBron shot pretty good from the field when he did shoot, but it was more so his
But
passiveness and aggression that I hear. I don't hear no he shot bad from 2011.
yo, Viz, you don't think in AI is like scoring is like a detriment to his team because like he's an inefficient scorer?
Say that again, John. I
Nah,
hear
he
you.
does carry their offense, but they're overcompensating on defense, bro. That's the
but what I'm
problem.
saying is just some games where his scoring is so inefficient that it's a detriment to his team.
JJ, nah, it's not really. You had to watch it in real time. It wasn't a detriment to his team.
We can go back. Hold on. We can go back and watch.
Most of the time.
We can go back and watch the shit. Gang. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't gotta go back. I live it in real time watching every Sixer game, bro.
But you telling JJ he gotta watch it. He can go back and watch it.
So
This
then
nigga
how did
averaged
you
22
feel
points on
in
36
2001?
You go back.
Wait, Viz. Since you watched 01, how did you feel watching AI against the Bucks in 01?
He was very in the playoffs.
Yes, in the
We
playoffs.
got cheated.
Yeah, he was integral. Yeah, without him, the game that he was injured, he was out. We lost that game. Even though Iverson was inefficient, he was very aggressive. I mean, regardless, hey, I ain't got nothing to do with that, boss.
22,
I understand.
I'm on that.
I understand.
Nah, we got cheated.
Hold on.
Hey, Casual, 22 points on 36% terrorizing the league.
Nah. Y'all got the nigga that got the free throws. They got the free throws more than us.
But hold on,
Kaz. Ray Allen
hold
would have got 2 more free throws. We would have got y'all ass. I'm playing.
Y'all was the better team, but we had the better player.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
I said 22 points on 36% is terrorizing the league, I guess.
Say that again?
22 points on 36% is terrorizing the league, I guess.
Yeah, that's one series. What, one team?
No, but you said it was one game. It was a whole series where he was playing like this. He only had
I
one
done seen
game.
I done seen games. You mentioned it like he got locked down versus he went against the Spurs. So you mentioned like he got locked down, which he didn't. Okay, he shot a little inefficient. Okay, you still
22 points on 36%, not locked down.
Yeah, bro. Nah.
He said little inefficient.
I don't look at it that way. Nah,
I mean,
inefficient, sure.
Bro,
Locked
he
down,
doesn't care. He said buckets is buckets, bro. I showed him a game Punkers at 25 on 30%. He said those are buckets. So I don't know.
I mean, my man, you hold on. I was talking about points. You want to switch it to efficiency and points, and that's what I was talking about. I'm talking about buckets is buckets.
Why would you talk about raw points?
Efficiency don't got nothing to do about that.
Yeah, why would you talk about raw points?
That was the point. It was my point, though.
I can't
You were here trying to force a conversation that I never was having, dog. No, don't do that. You talk to the kids like that.
Just because
talk to the
someone
kids like that,
like, bro, say for example, if I scored 25 points, right? And say if I scored 25 points. Wait, hold on, Fizz. I don't know.
It was my point, though, dog. Don't put something that I wasn't talking about. I wasn't talking about no efficiency.
Super smart, super cool. Yeah.
Talk about what I was talking about.
Say if I average 50 points, say if I average 25 points, but I shoot above 40%, like that's what I give you every night. And then I meet this one guy, and now I give you my same 25, but it was on 30% now. You made me work for my buckets. Are you still gonna treat it as if buckets are buckets? Or are you gonna evaluate the defenders?
If you're talking about the dead ball era, hold on. If you're talking about the dead ball era, the main average around that time was 43% throughout league wide for like 4 or 5 years, brother. So you shooting 43% was considered efficient for that time and that era.
30%, bro.
You talking about Paul Pierce that game you told me about?
I gave you an example of 30%.
And you missed the 50 point. And you missed the 50 point. The 50.
This nigga is so. This nigga cannot just stay on topic.
Y'all going back to? Y'all better not be going back to that LeBron.
But casual.
I made my point. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about something else. I get what you're saying, Fal. He brought up some other shit that I was never talking about. I was talking about points, strictly raw points. He want to bring up, what they shot, nigga. I made my point. He gave your man buckets.
That's not how you gauge getting buckets. You cannot.
That's what I'm saying. I brought it up
you nitpick games, boss.
Because niggas eye test be lying, gang.
Brother,
that's
you
why I brought
it up. I don't think the eyes don't lie.
Getting the points is not getting buckets.
Armani, you saying he got his buckets. That's cool. He did get buckets, but on a shit efficiency, gang. And if you watch the game, you can see. We talking about Iverson. When you watch the game, you can see who's struggling to get his points against the elite defense.
Okay.
Nah, but
brother, Iverson went against elite defense and still got his points, dropping 40 versus versus Toronto Raptors in the playoffs, versus the Bucks in the playoffs, multiple series dropping 40 points. What are you saying? When you elite scorer, efficiency ain't no problem. They still had to play him. They still threw double teams through up. They still do double teams.
Efficiency make you an elite scorer.
What? Like what?
No, we're talking about the dead ball era though. Not even just that. Hold on, not just that. Allen Iverson wasn't playing next to nobody. Whenever they put an elite player next to him, his efficiency went up. If you got to take the shots, you got to take the shots. He an elite score, and we still won those games. So what does the efficiency matter if we still winning those games?
Oh, that's just a team accomplishment. That's all.
No, ain't no team, but it's due to his scoring though. If he's only scoring.
When is not a team
accomplishment? Okay. So his scoring don't mean nothing now, no. So his scoring don't mean nothing.
No, Armani, I ain't saying his scoring mean. I ain't saying his score don't mean nothing. I'm just saying.
Casual, can you do me a favor, Casual? Can you give me the shooting splits from Allen Iverson in that Buck series, please? I'll still talk to him. Once you give me those.
Yeah, I'm not at the computer right now. Yeah, I'm not at the computer right now.
Okay.
Hold on, I got you, Viz. I can go.
Cool.
I got you.
Somebody get them numbers for me, and I promise you, the efficiency ain't looking crazy, right? But what was the difference of the outcome? What was the outcome? Who won that series? Who won the series, Bob?
Hey, Viz.
Hey, I did.
Hey, Viz.
The Sixers won.
Viz, you value winning games now?
I value everything. But
so
I'm not
you're
gonna
not
sit
like
over here and let
the
somebody
boys,
nip it
they
because he
know.
shot efficiency. That means something, dog. We still was winning those games. And he wasn't even efficient that series. The game that Allen Iverson missed that series, we lost. So obviously he was impactful in some way, even if he was inefficient. So how am I going to get mad at him because he shot inefficient? His points were still impactful.
In that Buck series, in that Buck series, he was a -9. That is terrible. True shooting, he was a
all right,
-9.
who won it?
Want me to tell you his shooting?
All right, give me the splits. What did he shoot, JJ?
The first
I'm sure
game,
it wasn't that good.
The first game he shot 13 for 35.
No. Give me the overall. What did he shoot?
13 for 35. Oh, for the whole series?
The whole series, yeah.
Bro, he was a -9, bro.
What did he shoot? Now you're moving to the -9. I thought we was talking about efficiency here.
64 for 186.
Give me the percentage, brother. What did he shoot from the splits? Give me the splits. What did he shoot percentage?
34.4%.
Bro doesn't know how to get
From the field?
Yeah.
He shot 34% from the field. Who won the series?
Oh my God, bro! What I thought this nigga said he know more basketball than us, bro.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
I thought
Bro,
this nigga
y'all
said more
mentioned
basketball.
efficiency like it mattered. He was
terrible.
inefficient, and we still won the series. So what does it matter if he's inefficient? He scored. He still got a lot of buckets. So obviously, he was. Brother, he still was impactful if he shot that, and we still won the series.
Bro.
Who other scores did we have on that team?
That's not how it
money,
works,
bro.
It is how it worked, though. So how did we win the series, bro?
Our money.
How did we win?
Our money.
We won that
There-
one defense.
because-
Okay, hold on.
because-
We one of the better. Hold on. No, E-Man. Are we one of the better defensive teams? Is we not? Okay.
money,
So how did where did the buckets come from?
Bro, our
Yeah,
money,
what does
bro.
AI do for that? I wonder how he attributes to that.
Our money, bro.
Nah, I can't lie though. He needs to step up in 07 versus Spurs series because he averaged 22 and shot 36%. And they got
Okay, that's
gentlemen
one
swept
series. I
4-1.
want to talk about this Buck series though, because he's letting efficiency matter. So he said that efficiency
It
matters. If
does.
admission, okay, my man? Who won the series? Let's ask that question. Who won the series? The Sixers or the Bucks?
The Sixers, bro.
That doesn't matter.
That
Okay,
doesn't
it
matter,
does matter,
though.
though.
Nigga, he still
No, it
shot
doesn't.
bad.
Just
And
because,
he still was
just because
effective,
he had,
though. That's my
Bro,
point. That's why it doesn't
just
matter.
because you
It
have
doesn't
poor
matter, though. It
performance,
doesn't matter.
just
That's clear
because
proof right
he
there.
won
How is it
does not
effective
mean
if
we
it's
excuse
Casual,
poor performance.
Brother,
Bro,
we won
casual.
this series. Who else was scoring?
Casual, bro.
Who else was scoring?
Casual, bro. Talk to this
What?
nigga, bro.
What I do?
He still was effective. No.
Bro, this
He
nigga
still was
said-
effective,
bro,
dog.
this
At
nigga
some
said
points,
despite-
bro,
this nigga
we
said
gotta chill with the
despite-
winning bias,
Listen, Casual,
bro.
let me tell you, this nigga said
It's not winning
despite-
bias. I'm talking about him still
Hey,
being
Casual.
effective. Yeah, he was
Casual.
inefficient, but he still was effective.
Yeah,
Casual, this
yeah.
nigga
Niggas don't know what
said
y'all talking about.
This nigga said despite Allen Iverson shooting 34.4% from the field, just because he won, that means he was more effective.
That's not what I said.
What did
I
you
said
say?
who won.
Wait, okay,
Then my
what
man
did-
made
what
the
did you
point about him
actually
being
say?
inefficient. Hold on. He said something about him being inefficient. I said, okay, he was inefficient, but he still was impactful due to him still being a great
Bro,
scorer.
he shot
And I
30
referenced
for
that
35 in
game.
game one.
Listen, dog. Listen, brother.
He was a terrible
If he wasn't
scorer.
brother, if he wasn't impactful, how the fuck did we win the series when he was our only scorer?
He
Just
shot
off
5
of
for
defense
26
alone.
in game two.
Y'all won because of defense.
He shot 5 for 26
So we don't
in
show
game
nobody
two.
score, right?
Dikembe
So
Mutombo
who else
dominated
was
the
scoring?
paint. That's
So
what.
who else was scoring? We already
Mutombo
acknowledged
was
Yeah,
that.
hella
I
straight.
think
We gotta put buckets in.
Mutombo was
if
going
we talking
crazy.
about that 01, if we talking about that 01 run, I think Aaron
The
McKee
Buck
was
series, Casual.
scoring as well. Oh, in the Buck series?
Chaz,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the
talking
Buck
about-
Aaron
series.
McKee,
Yeah.
Aaron McKee was carrying the scoring load when that game where Allen
Yeah.
Iverson only scored like
The
15
one-
points.
But Cash, he also missed the game when we lost. Iverson missed the game.
That
I
is
think that
true.
was game
That is
3.
true.
So if he's talking about
Milwaukee not have
hold on,
the best
Casual. No,
defense.
I got you. I know, Casual. I'm talking about the guy, my man, that said it's inefficient. So if he was so much inefficient, the game that Allen Iverson missed with his inefficient self, we lost that game. So obviously he was impactful for what he did.
He still provided value. Yeah, he still provided value.
So I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look.
I think the discussion. I think
Nobody said he wasn't providing value, bro.
I think.
All right, so
man had a problem. Hold on. E-Man had a problem because he said I don't care about efficiency.
Yeah, Casual.
Hold on, guys. I got you. So I'm making my point by saying I don't care because it doesn't always. It doesn't always.
They also won game 4.
Boss, we won the series, bro.
How did y'all win the series? Bro, y'all won in game 7, so it was a close series.
They won
Allen Iverson.
Obviously,
we lost to a better team on paper. Hold on. We lost to a better team on paper with more bucket getters than we had, and one man carried the offensive load.
We have a game like game 4.
It went in game.
Fuck out of here.
How?
Wait.
Eric Snow was hooping, bro.
Hold on.
Wait. Can I get clarification right quick?
We was balling.
Can I get clarification right quick?
Hold on, bro.
Can I get clarification right quick, though, please?
How did they win game 4 if AI was completely shut out that game, bro?
Hey, E-Man, you did not acknowledge me when I said how did we lost the game that Allen Iverson got there. I'm not going to acknowledge you. Next point.
Can I get a clarification right quick? Wait. Can I get clarification right quick?
No, because you're not answering my question.
Wait, hold on.
Can I get clarification, bro?
I made my point why I said efficiency don't matter all the time.
Bro, wait.
Hey, calm down.
I just want to ask one question, bro.
Let me give y'all context.
Hey, the host is talking. The host is
Hey, let 5 get on that, bro.
I just want to ask one question, bro. Goddamn, one question. Bro, our money. So they went to 7 games.
Yes.
So when Allen Iverson was on the court, they lost 2.
Bro, no.
Me and Cash will just admit that the Bucks had a better team on paper. They had 3 guys that can get you efficient 20 points per game score. To the Sixers only had 1 guy that can get you the buckets.
So you said, so why the fuck you bring up when Allen Iverson didn't play, they lost, but when he played, they lost?
Hold on. My man Foul mentioned something about efficiency, which E-Man piggybacked off. He said efficiency don't. He said I think efficiency don't matter. I stand on that. Back in the dead ball era, efficiency does not matter. Okay, I stand on that, and I'm making my point. And I'm making my point why efficiency don't matter, at least in that era, because the league averages was already low anyway.
So let me give you some context,
Allen Iverson was affected at what he did while being inefficient, and I mentioned.
Let me give you some context, bro. Game 4,
I gave you all the context, bro.
He shot 5 for 27. The fucking Bucks couldn't even score back 85 points. That's why they won that game. So there's time.
Who scored? Give more context. Who scored?
Causing them to win games, bro.
E-Man, give all the context. Who was scoring? Who led them in scoring?
Bro,
Are you about to brag?
No, JJ, don't help him. Who let him in scoring?
Oh my God, bro.
Answer the question.
Hey, Brad Pill, funny.
Answer the question.
AI let them in scoring, bro.
Okay, so what the fuck are you talking about then? If he was inefficient, obviously he let them in scoring.
Bro, this nigga is crazy.
He still was effective, dude. What are you talking about?
This nigga is crazy.
Missed 22 shots. 22 shots is not bad.
Y'all niggas is not getting the point, dog. Y'all not getting the point. Allen Iverson is not doing that. Brother. E-Man, how much did he score that game, E-Man? What's the total? What did he score that game?
Our money, bro.
No. Don't help him. E-Man, what did he score that game? 5 for 27. What did he score?
You mean help? We can all read the stats. It's not hard to do.
Give me the fucking answer I'm asking you. Give me the answer. What did he score? What did he score?
Actually, he shot 10 for 30. Wait, no, wrong.
What did he score? Give me the point that you told. What did he score?
He shot 10 for 30 in game 4.
And what did he score? What was the point? How many points did he have?
He shot 10 for 30, bro.
Game 4 was that was that game they won by 6.
How many points did he have?
30, bro.
Can somebody give me the points?
He shot 10 for 30. He had 28.
I know. I'm asking for the points. I got it. 10 for 30. We got that. Cool. He shot 10. He's bad shooting. Cool. How many points he have?
He had 28.
Okay. What was the total score?
I meant to say game 5. My bad. I meant to say game 5.
What game was the? All right, E-Man. What game was the 5 for 27 game?
But even if we do game 4, he shot 10 for 32.
Dude, see, that's what I'm saying. No, I want to make my point. You don't want to cooperate. You don't want to cooperate.
You don't want to cooperate. Eric Snow was hooping, bro.
You're not landing any points, bro.
In that game,
you're not answering my questions, because you're not answering my questions.
The game scored.
We know what it is. You want to talk basketball? I want to talk basketball now.
All this is saying who won the game and who led in points. Like,
Eric snow build that
That's
nigga
not the
out.
point I'm trying to make, though. The point I'm trying to make that in that era, inefficient. Hold on, in that era, brother, in that era, being effective mattered, not so much efficiency. That's why I was saying they still. Allen Iverson was having a bad game. They still apply pressure to him. They still do double teams at him. They still apply them to the end of the game because at any given
But
moment,
nobody said he wasn't providing impact
game
on
five.
offense.
that's why I'm trying to tell him that being
So then
inefficient does not matter. He was
then let's
effective.
go to
No,
That was my
that
point.
does matter though.
Then how the fuck we win then if it don't if it does matter?
So then let's
We
go to
won
game
because
five.
this
Said
one was
what?
effective.
Let's go to game five.
No, the
Let's
reason,
go to
the
game
reason
five.
why.
Can I please say what I was gonna say?
Hey,
Not why y'all
Viz.
won.
Hey, Casual.
Okay,
Hey,
dog.
Casual.
Okay.
Hey, Casual, I got you.
Okay, the
Hey,
game
hey,
Allen
Viz, hey,
Iverson
Viz.
missed, we lost.
Hey,
It's
Viz,
not why
watch
we won.
this.
Get the fuck out of
He
here.
lied.
Hey,
They
Viz,
won
hey, Viz,
game
watch this,
4.
right?
I'm not lying
and
about
they
nothing,
won-
nigga.
Hold up, he lied because they won game 4 and they won game 5. Game 5 is the game I was trying to talk about. Yes,
I never
he
lied
shot
about
5 for
nothing.
20. Hold on, my nigga. They won that game. He shot 5 for 27. He did not lead them in scoring. So now what?
So you
Eric
mentioned
Hey,
how
hey,
many
hey,
points did he
Viz.
score?
Yeah.
Hey,
How many
hey,
points did
Viz.
he
Hey,
score?
Viz.
now what?
It was
Tumbo
hooping.
was the, I think.
Nigga, I'm saying
Hold on,
no,
hold on,
I
hold
ain't saying
on,
he
hold on,
scored,
hold
though.
on.
I don't know how to answer the
Let me tell
question,
Viz
dog.
this real quick.
Go ahead, dog.
Hey, Viz, man, look, bro. You kind of getting real nasty right now, right? So I'm gonna tell you this, bro. And this ain't me telling you got to do this, right? But I've been around your lives a couple of times, and I've heard a few people talking about the '07 series with LeBron and shit like that. Now we all know he didn't shoot really well in that series, so
You
I
never heard
don't
me comment
understand
on
how you sitting up here giving AI kudos for shooting terrible, but LeBron can shoot terrible and lose a series, and he's
They
a
got,
terrible player.
hold on. I never said that, though.
Hold
Hold on.
you never said that?
That's one series. Hold on. That's one series I don't even go at Brian for. So I never said that. Now we talking about 2015. I definitely get on Brian case on 2015.
So
You
who's
said,
so
but
who's the better scorer, though?
2007.
for
Hold
08,
on.
9, and
2000.
10?
Hold on. 2007. Brian just didn't shoot well. He played bad. He wasn't. He was selective in his spots, but I don't hold that to him though. Well, Allen Iverson is different. They don't have the same game. Allen Iverson is attacking relentlessly. LeBron is more so
As a coach, I would have said that.
not
nigga.
as aggressive as him though.
As a
So
coach,
why does this?
Bron-
Hold on.
Bron
So why does this
legitimately
finals record matter
lives
so much
at
to
the
you
rim.
then?
But that's not the point I'm making though.
wait, host, what
James?
you said, host, what you said, host?
Yeah, that's
No,
not the
I
point
was
I'm
just
saying though.
asking,
I'm with you with that. I don't get on Brown about 07. I thought he just didn't play good.
Wait, hold on.
So what about 08, 9, and 10? I've heard you mention those years before.
09 he was
Or is that you just like arguing with a
2010.
LeBron fan
2010 he
about
was
that?
good too.
Brother, 2010. No, I don't think
2010's
LeBron. Games
great.
4, 5, and 6.
It's great.
Games 4, 5, and 6. His play was the reason why they lost
Bro,
those games.
the
He didn't play
Bulls
good.
series was great, and then bro, he was injured in that Celtics.
I'm talking about the Celtics series.
I'm about to say he was injured.
He was
Yes,
injured.
that series. Yes,
Yes,
injured.
he was injured.
Last 3
And that
games.
Bulls series was phenomenal.
Gotta filter
Cool,
those.
Vince,
cool,
hold on,
cool,
Vince,
cool,
real quick,
cool,
real quick.
cool. Same with stuff in 2016. So
Vince,
you gotta get
Vince,
stuff
I
from
just,
slack
I
too.
just want y'all. I
Vince, watch
just
that.
want y'all to
Hold
know.
on.
I just want y'all
What
to know.
with 2010 Celtics?
I want
That's
y'all to.
peak Bron.
Yeah, we just lost it. Man.
I just want y'all to know the answer to the question on why were the 76ers still capable of winning the series versus Milwaukee, even with AI shooting back, is because of defense. Their team was built off of
We
a
already said
defensive.
that, Kaz.
I don't agree with
We
that,
said
JJ.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't
and
agree with
their
that.
offense.
I completely disagree.
It's not about you. You can't disagree, nigga.
But-
It's a fact, nigga. Y'all like
It's not a fact. It's not a fact, dog. It's not a fact, dog.
He doesn't want to
But
admit
you
this.
also have,
Bruh,
bro, but
how
you
is it a
having
fact? Allen
players
Iverson played,
rising
dog.
on the
because
offensive end.
Your own
your
players
team
say that.
because your team had what was it? It was like a middle of the pack offense. Period. Just period.
Casual.
For the entire
Completely, we
season.
agree to disagree.
And
You
y'all had the best defense
Tripping,
in the
dog.
league that year. Had the
Yes,
best
I
defense
agree.
in the league.
I already acknowledge
Okay,
that,
so you're
brother.
Milwaukee
just
had the
so in
best
any other
offense that
scenario.
year too.
So casual.
Say it
If we
again.
don't have Allen Iverson, we win that series?
Say it again.
Nobody's saying that.
No one's saying no. Yeah, I'm
You are
answering.
straw
I'm trying to
manning
answer.
the argument.
Hold on. Let me answer.
He's straw man talking about
Let
the
me
defense
answer
only.
his
It was not just the
question. Let
defense.
me answer his
Combination of
question.
Allen Iverson
I'm
and
trying to
defense.
answer
We're
your
not doing
question.
that.
Biz, I'm trying to
Come on,
answer your
dog.
question. Biz, I'm trying to answer your
Come on,
question.
dog.
Yes. No.
Time.
I'm not saying AI. If AI isn't there, they're not going to win. I'm not saying that. They needed AI, but AI also needed desperately that defense to be able to hold
We
down the
both
fort
needed them desperately. Yes.
as he got into rhythm. No. I'm saying, but this is what I'm saying. I'm saying for the 76ers as a whole, They needed more of the defense to translate
I disagree.
than the offense.
What?
Because when they were lesser, the way that I know that is when they were a lesser defensive team than they were in 01, like they were the following season, the Knicks couldn't get out the first round.
Casual, but we got a game that's referenced. Hold on, Casual. We got a game where Allen Iverson clearly did not play, and we got cooked by him. Cooked.
Okay, and there's a game. Okay, and
there's
also a game. And there's also a game. And there's also a game.
We lost. Hold on, no, Casual.
There's also a game where AI.
You can't just say that, though, Casual.
And there's also a game where AI clearly did not play well up to par.
I got that.
Still won.
Yes. Casual.
Yes.
I'm with you, Casual. Me and you here. I agree the defense was, but if you're going to diminish Allen Iverson, no, I think Allen Iverson is more. Hold on, listen, Casual. Let me finish, Casual. Come on, it's me and you, baby.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Allen Iverson was the difference maker in that series. Y'all can hate all y'all want, but based on that one game, only need that one game. If you're saying that the defense was essential, that's one game Allen Iverson wanted to make your point. Yes, we lost with Allen Iverson, but having Allen Iverson is going to give us a greater chance at winning than not having Allen Iverson. So I'm going to cater more so. Yes, the defense was important to us getting anywhere throughout that whole year. It was we was the best defense the whole nine. But without Allen Iverson, who was the league MVP, do we forget this? We're not getting nowhere. Without Allen Iverson.
Why do you say Grass is green shit? Obviously, we already know this.
You don't know basketball, man. Sit down. Just let me talk to Casual.
You don't know basketball.
Hold on, Casual.
I promise you, nobody here would agree with you on that.
Casual. Hold on, Casual. I got one more, Casual, and I'm done. I'm gonna land my plane right here. Casual. Versus the Toronto
Crash
Raptors.
That plane, go.
Without AI versus Toronto Raptors with that great defense, we do not win.
That's that nigga's best series ever, bro.
Can we honestly just say this? Can we just do this?
Only efficient.
Hold on, can we just do this?
Can watching in real time, dog? Y'all niggas
hold on, but can we
just not going back watching it?
Can we do this? Can we do this?
It always results to we didn't watch it, bro. These niggas.
Hold on, can
you talking about playing Crash? You talking about watching film and all that? I watched it.
Hold on, y'all. Can we just do this? Can we just? Can we just?
Hold on, Blaze.
Y'all ain't watching. Y'all talk about.
Hold on. Can we just do this? Can we just say that? Because I hear what Amani is and what everyone is saying. Can we the way the team was built? Can we just say both were equally important?
That's
we know
what I told
Iverson was the only option offense. We know that, but we know they're built on defense and rebounding. So
that's why they won the series, though.
I believe like they both go hand in hand. Like I think both can be true. No, Viz. I think both can be true, but I do think when people say defense and rebounding, that does play a fact because that's. I mean, we're talking about they had Theo Rapp. They end up trading for that. Kevin Mutombo was 34 years old, who was 34 years old and won the 4th defensive player of the year that same season. Like they had those guys for a reason. So like,
and we had the league MVP.
Both could be true. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We had the league MVP like for a reason. Like, come on.
I'm just saying. No, Viz. I think both can be true.
You know what's so funny? Viz's whole point is.
Time out. I'm about to go into class. I just wanted to say this, Blaze. I agree with that. And I'm not saying that we can't just say that they go hand in hand. I'm saying as far as this conversation is relevant, and they were talking specifically about the Milwaukee series and even in a little bit of the Toronto series. For those specific series, no, I think the defense was very, very important for them to be able to overcome because that was hold on, just hear me out. Let me finish this because that Milwaukee.
Don't mention the Raptors series, please. Just keep it with the Bucks because you're tripping with that.
No. Y'all mentioned the Toronto series a little bit, but y'all mainly talking about game 4 and 5 for Milwaukee in that series holistically. And what I'm saying is that Milwaukee team was offensively like. They were just dominant. They were one of the rare teams that had 2 to 3 players that could be able to give you 20 plus on efficient accuracy, like on a night to night basis. For Philadelphia to be able to combat them, they weren't going to beat them by outscoring them, just simply because the only person that they could be able to go to outside of AI probably Aaron McKee. Everybody else it is a graceful night if they give you 12 or more. Defensively,
don't forget that coach either, though. Casual.
Yeah,
don't forget that coach.
That's true. But
also,
but hold on, Amon. defensively was going to be their way of being able to make it out of that series,
Fact.
and they were able to do so. Also, the free throw shooting, the referees being a little bit shaky, hey, that would help too. But I let him play, man.
But also,
they were cheated in that series.
All right, well, I love y'all, boys. I'll holler at y'all later, man.
The Bucks fans, they feel like they got cheated in that series, bro.
I understand. I heard a lot. I heard a lot of Bucks fans.
A lot of Viz's point. Wait. A lot of Viz's point was predicated on the game that AI missed. We couldn't beat them, nigga. Y'all lost by 6 points, bro. Like it wasn't
Brother,
like
did you watch the game? Did you watch the game?
They lost by 6 points. They still managed to hold them to a low scoring margin. No, you're not going to win a game with your best player.
You didn't watch the game. Okay.
That's typically hard to do.
Go watch that game again, boss.
You watching it?
They dominated throughout the whole game. We made hold on. We made a late rally. We made a late rally in the second half. That's why the score looked like that. We were getting cooked that whole entire game, dude. Clearly, you didn't watch the game.
Sorry, but it's still part of the game.
I do get what you.
That's literally how the Knicks won their championship, by having late
Boss,
game
don't speak on
rallies,
something
like,
you didn't even watch. You talk about film, you don't even watch the game. You talk about people box score. You watching the box score. You watching the box score. You didn't even watch the game.
All you do is watch box score stats. That's all you
so why you want to go do something? You say I'm doing it. You watching the box score. The score was close. You didn't even watch the game.
But to be fair to Viz though, point though, like I do think to be fair to Viz point though, man. I don't expect a guy at 5'11", whatever how tall Iverson was, to be efficient. Just because he was the main guy, they had to go. There was really nobody they could rely on. Like,
what about what
you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't mean efficient doesn't matter. But I'm saying like I don't expect him to
what sir. Chris Paul is like 6 foot.
Yeah.
Chris niggas talking about plus minuses. LeBron made a plus.
You can't use Chris Paul not to score Iverson is, bro.
Steve Nash is talking.
What? Hold on, what you say?
Steve Nash is hot shooter. What? Hold on. Let him go. What? Please repeat that.
I don't know what you say, Blaze.
Please repeat that, please.
He said.
I said Chris Paul is not the scorer that Allen Iverson was.
What does that mean?
Why does he have to be a scorer like Allen Iverson? He still scores.
No,
right?
he just shoots less.
No. Hold on. Somebody, hold on. Somebody brought up. I said. Because I think you just came in. I said that I don't expect
that Allen Iverson is. Get it right.
You was talking about Iverson's efficiency, and you said you tried to make
this I was saying to Vince's point because Vince was saying like
my point is
he was talking about their point. I was just saying like to his point. I'm like I don't expect Iverson to be efficient. Yeah. So somebody brought up CP3.
That's
and I'm saying like it's not
He just shoots less. He just shoots less.
Hold on, that's what I was saying. Hold on, that's what
they're not the same player though. They're not the same player.
Since LeBron is the strongest person in NBA history, I don't expect him to be a great jump shooter.
Strongest is crazy.
That
would do semantics.
I think that is fair.
That would do
semantics.
It doesn't matter if they're the same player or not, though.
Yeah, Viz.
I was gonna say it's not.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say it doesn't matter if they're the same. They have the same
That's
play
what I was
style.
gonna ask him about. Yep.
His point
I
was
think it does matter.
He's 5. His point was he's 5'11", so you can't expect him to be efficient.
That's Blaze's point. That's not my point though. That's Blaze's point though. Yeah, that's not my point. That's
based on how the team was built. Y'all missing the point.
But Viz, what do you mean? Viz,
we didn't give anything accountability for shooting.
Viz.
I'm not saying nothing.
Okay, y'all just want to argue.
I know. No. I'm trying to ask, but everybody talk. I think I have an idea what you mean by them being two different players. That's obvious. That's clear as day. CP3 is a pass first, right? I think we both can agree with that. That's obvious. But
yeah.
But at the same time, they're both the same height. The reason why CP3 is not a bad comparison or a person example to use because not only are they the same height, similar wingspans, but they also have similar skill sets. CP3 can also score on the dribble at an elite level. Also on the efficient clip. He just shoots less. It's kind of like the Steve Nash comparison. They just shoot less. They both do the same thing. They both have the same skill set. Finishing the floaters, the mid-range shooting at their size, being able to create space at their size over taller defenders to hit those mid-range step-back shots, and their ability to shoot threes. CP3 is obviously better, way better as a three-point shooter. But you get the point I'm saying, like skill-wise and size-wise.
And in terms of aesthetics, they're both the same player. That's what
Blaze's point though.
No,
similar.
but Olo, I was saying in the terms of because they were arguing. I'm not sure if you missed some of it, but like Viz was kind of arguing because they were talking about efficiency and all that. I was saying to his point, like the way the team was built, they was built on defense and rebounding, and Iverson was the only scorer. So all I was saying was I don't expect him. When he's the only guy that they're going to offensively, it's going to be hard as a small player when you're receiving traps, where you are very small. It's only so much you can do at that size. I don't expect when you're taking a lot of shots to be that efficient on every given night, just because of how the team is built and you're a smaller player. But that's all I was saying, Olo. That's all I was saying.
Yeah. But I can say the same thing about CP. He has, and during the